A lot of that giddiness is going into this weekend away at the Emirates. I'm seeing a lot of confidence.
I can't lie, I am confident.
What do you think you lot do? Because a lot of the talk is, the attacking football, the quick transition. I think you do that, we're gonna beat you comfortably.
On the floor, I think it's gonna be a good battle, man. Is your midfield probably better than ours? Maybe. I agree with that.
What are you saying, bro?
Listen, Odegaard has not been performing lately. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go 3-1. Nah, 3-0.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm changing my predictions.
What are you doing?
What? I'm going for the win.
What's the prediction?
2-1 United.
Really?
2-1 United. So
I don't think going on the front foot today is probably wise.
I wish they would. I wish they would. Please. Oh, unlucky. Yes! Come on! Come on!
offside.
No offside, bro. Come on!
1-0, and it's the butcher. And it's the butcher who scored no goal. It's 1-0 Arsenal. Go.
Oi!
Oh my
Oi!
Oh my
Yes! Let's go!
Wow. And it's
Let's go!
Now we got a game.
See what they say.
What we like to see. Entertainment.
Passing, man. Silly fucking passing.
It's a bit Mendy.
on the floor, I'm actually not worried about Arsenal. I'm not worried on the floor.
Yeah, no.
Watch what happened on the floor today.
I'm just saying.
Watch what happened.
We're bopping it. We're bopping it. We're bopping it. We're bopping it. We're bopping it.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
We're bopping it. We're bopping it.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! It might be the best.
Are you mad?
Oh my gosh.
Handball, that's handball. That's
No
fucking
way is
handball.
that handball. What?
That's handball. No.
That's not handball.
Handball! They have a VAR.
Yes! Football!
That's over the line. Ref, blow the fucking whistle. Get in, Marino!
Jammy goals.
Get in!
God, fucking sick.
Jammy goals, man.
They're so jammy, bro.
A few moments later.
We still play good football, man. We're gonna win it. Cunha! Cunha!
United! Good man!
Are you mad?
This has been the best.
Turkish looks like he's suffering. Turkish.
This is
super chat from Sam who said, "Let it all work out."
This is entertainment.
MJ Ramsey said, "It's not Turkish, it's Turkish today." I don't know what that means. Turkish thoughts.
Shut the hell up.
What? That's no way to speak to a host.
Did you see Gyökeres's goal? Talk to me.
I did. It was a good finish.
He was into Milan after Chelsea, Stamford Bridge, bursting through two defenders and burying it.
Hey!
Oh my God!
What the fuck? What the fuck?
What's he done? Fucking for me, man.
End this fucking thing.
You see his touch? He's landing in the studio.
Enjoy the atmosphere.
Enjoy Carrick's at the wheel. At the wheel. Carrick's at the wheel. La 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 la.
Carrick's at the wheel. At the wheel. Carrick's at the wheel. Carrick's at the wheel. At the wheel. Hey, skull madness. I've been on skull, man. Man tried to pay him off, you know. I seen you before the show. Ain't no paying him skull, mate. He gonna deliver. He gonna deliver.
Skull's been on holiday for a few man here, and then all of a sudden he's coming out with movies. I just don't really understand it, but
Like,
I think GRIZZ is having an affair with him because of
maybe. I mean, yeah.
There's something going on, mate. I don't care what's happening. If you sharing room on the next trip, mate, it's fucking peak.
You know what's going on? It's Steve last Monday, me this Monday, and GRIZZ has just had a nice sweet ride throughout the season. It's mad.
I'm homeless, I'm sick, I'm finished, and you want videos of made of me.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck wants to see a video made of a homeless, sick, poor person like me? I'm sick, man. Leave me alone, man. Enjoy, embrace football. I love the way you lot said football. Football! You know when the girl was allowed. Enjoy football, man. Don't worry about Liverpool, man. So let me worry about Liverpool. You lot enjoy.
Well,
We will enjoy, man.
how is it going, people?
You definitely
did
bro.
enjoy. We
Hey,
did
listen,
enjoy.
listen. We all,
Apologies. I need
we all
apologies.
need to salute. We all need to salute.
Smiling,
Everyone
you're-
everyone says.
You lot are
I don't care
fucking.
what anyone
You lot
says.
make me sick. Both your teams. You didn't even hold the nail toes, but I mean, it's peak for you, man. You
It
were
don't matter.
celebrating. You were celebrating Everton's
Stop
equaliser
deflecting.
tonight, and Grizz, you man lost.
Stop deflecting. Just
It don't matter, man. We gonna deal with them, man.
No.
It don't matter.
Nah, Saeed.
I
You
hear
man
it.
are
I
gonna
hear
get
it.
You man are gonna get the respect you deserve. But do you understand what's
Yeah,
going on here?
yeah.
Liverpool lost. This guy just said off air he celebrated Everton's equaliser against Leeds. I'll smash this set here, and now he's coming on smiling, going like this. Nah.
I was saluting
Yeah.
Saeed actually. I was saluting Saeed. I wasn't doing it to celebrate anything. I was saluting Saeed.
Don't salute anyone. Just be quiet. Be upset.
No,
Your
no,
club
no,
is
no,
also
no.
rubbish.
Bro, it's not gonna work. Your deflection tactics, it's not going to work. We saw you in the studio yesterday. We saw you live in the flesh.
Dark
yesterday.
arts, man.
Your marbles, bro.
Nah, I told Saeed you're gonna get the platform, Saeed. You're my bro. I told you I like you, bro. You done the mob debate. If you haven't seen it, go see it after this. People, me and Saeed get along, man. It's nothing personal.
No.
Did you call Cams this morning?
Listen.
Did you call Cams this morning? 7 a.m.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah.
Did you tell him that you've given the studio to Saeed?
I mean, the studio is the studio. You know, 1 week maybe shit, 1 week maybe good. That's how the studio is right now. And you lot know that better than anyone. You lot know that better than anyone. So Sunday, Tobs, Sunday, don't be smoking a cigar with me on Sunday.
No, we need to win. We need to win.
Straight. Yeah, you do need to win. You do.
Yeah. I want to win.
Are you trying to have mentality and standards now in this weekend coming up? I told you already, stop this foolishness.
Yes.
Just lie and lose, bro. That's
This
all
is
you
what he
need to
does,
do.
Matisse. This is what he does. Listen, we'll deal with that on Thursday. We'll deal with that on Thursday. This is what he does. He's trying to deflect.
Yeah,
he's trying to.
He is. I hear it, man.
On him.
You know what I mean?
He's trying to divert traffic.
He burst through two defenders. What happened to that? What the fuck? What the fuck? Yes, he burst through two defenders.
But you know what it is? Though? I hear it, man. I hear it though, guys, man. It's dark arts, it's dirty tactics, it's what they're doing. It's Arsenal way now, man. It's these corner set pieces, get about 10 men around the goalkeeper, get a little ricochet. This is the Arsenal way. This is not the Arsenal I grew up with. It's definitely the Arsenal that Turkish grew up with. And if you win the league, fair enough. But I don't know, man. I think now.
The first version of Arsenal that I grew up with was quite a gritty, you know.
I mean, it weren't this though. It weren't this.
1-0 to the Arsenal type of side, like that, you know. But it's all right, I get it.
It was not Gyökeres with his Timberland boots. You know what I mean? Ricocheting madness, and I think it's landed in somewhere in North London. But I want to start off with a slightly better midfield, guys.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Saeed, these man all laughed at you, Saeed.
I don't know. That's what I apologize. He's apologized. I want apologies, everyone. I want everyone to apologize.
I still disagree with you.
I want the chat. I want the chat as well. You think the chat gonna get away with it? The amount of nonsense I've seen here in the chat here, I want the chat to apologize as well, because this idea here, this Arsenal midfield here, we need to absolutely lavish it, and it's miles better than Man United's. Well, wait a minute, let's break it down. So we talked about Zubimendi. What happened to Zubimendi in the game? Stinks. The first one I identified, I said Zubimendi gets Casemiro. Who outshone Zubimendi? Who outshone him? A 33-year-old, apparently washed, who's leaving at the end of the season, outshone Zubimendi in his prime. By the way, it's not happened the first time. By the way, it happened at Real Sociedad against Man United, but you didn't realize that, did you? But anyway, we'll go on. The captain, Odegaard, or should I say, no shoulder guard, because he didn't show up. He did not show up, man. The captain hooked. Bruno Fernandes in the game, outshone him again. Kobe Mainu apparently doesn't run a lot. Apparently, he's slow. He's not mobile. Who was the one that covered the most assists in the game? Who gave the assist and nutmegged Declan Rice to find Cunha? Who? Kobe. So this slightly better midfield that you were talking about, that you were gassing up and saying, yo, we've got the best midfield. Where were they? Where was your best defense yesterday? Why were they not closing down Cunha? The best 2 defense in the league, apparently. Where were they? Victor Gyökeres. What did he do when he came on? You made 4 substitutions. You lot were rattled.
You are going off the rails a bit, though.
No, listen to me. You will sit there and you will take this in.
No, but I mean, I agreed with you up until the defense. Where was they? I mean, you scored 2 bangers.
Hold on a minute. We're not having this. You sat there confident with your chest out. And you know what's funny about Turkish here? He makes little sly comments, and I'm glad THUGGERY put it out in the video. He was confident. You know what he said at 1-0? Let's go and smash them. What happened to the team that smashed them? Where were they? Where was your star boy? You know what? Matter of fact, yeah, I've got some stats for you. Your apparently unbelievable team, by the way. Your unbelievable attack, by the way, yeah? Do you know the damning stats behind them? It's actually criminal. But yet we have to almost give respect to this attack. Let me show you right now. Bukayo Saka, 0 goals in the last 13 appearances in all competitions. Wow. Victor Gyökeres, yeah? He had 0.
How can you mimic yourself, though? That's what you did.
Let me land. 0 non-penalty goals in the last 11 Premier League games. Oh. Gabriel Martinelli, 0 goals in the last 13 Premier League appearances. Oh. Noni Madueke, 52 million they signed him for. Not no novice. Apparently he's going to come in. Apparently he gets the football club. How many goals has he got? 0 goals in the last 25 Premier League appearances. Oh. Leandro Trossard, apparently the most informed player. Apparently the clutch. You know how many goals he's got? 1 goal in the last 11 appearances in all competitions.
Yuck.
So where was this super duper attack? And I mentioned it last week to Toby. I said, yo, is this attack not a bit overrated? I said it on the show. I said, where are the numbers? Where are the guys to get the game by the scruff of the neck and lead your team? Because you can't be saying Starboy Saka when my man's not doing nothing. You only say Starboy Saka when he's putting Starboy performances. But that's not the question. This is the problem, right? You came in with the confidence, with the chest. I said to you, bro. Relax, bro. We're coming in. We're confident. Yes, it's 1 game with the Michael Carrick. That's quite ironic, though. Yes, it was 1 game with the Michael Carrick. But I said, we're no pushovers, you know. We have quality in this team. And you man just said, you know what, man? It's all good. It's going to be a pushover. Where were they? Where was your guys? You man got dealt with by Michael Carrick. Interim. You know what? The first time was so nice, he had to do it twice. The first time, when he started your Arteta revolution, yeah, he dealt with him 3-2. So he said, you know what? Should we do it again? And he did it again. With how many weeks of preparation? A week and a half preparation. Only a week and a half. Your riches, your embarrassing riches. You 6 years into this process. All of this, we're going places. We're going this, we're doing that. You might have crumbling, bro. You didn't believe. Half of your fan base left early. Half of your fan base were doing this at the 60th. Oh, hold on a minute. It's true.
Half of the fan base didn't go nowhere.
Hold on a minute. You might
half
doing
of the fan base didn't go nowhere.
Look at this. In the stadium. We've seen it after the stadium, yeah. People saying, yeah, after the goal went in, you man were quiet. I'm like, why you're top of the league? You should believe, right? You should believe. You didn't believe. You let Manchester United. Yeah?
How can you do Steve's monologue from 2 years ago about belief?
Apparently, according to you,
how can you do the same thing?
Hold on a minute. Apparently, banter club Manchester United.
What's happened to all your believing over the years? For you?
Hold on a minute. Are you gonna let me land? You can't interrupt this cooking, mate. You will have your point. You will have your point when you come to it. But you Arsenal fans, man, need humbling. This is the problem with you lot. You love to overgas it on the internet. You're going, oh, this is our year. We're doing this. Where were they? I guess apparently a banter Man United. But what have you done in this 6 years? The process. What has it showed us? We don't know yet if you're going to get fully over the line. Until you do that, you man got to stay humble. You got to stay humble. Because all of this trash talk, where has it got you? Because you call my United banter club, I'll hold it, I'll firm it. But at the same time, you man need to know and check your mirrors. That's what you man need to do.
Brother, you think you're in our mirrors? Oh my God, bro.
Check your mirrors. I've held my corn. I've held my corn.
We need to zoom, bro.
I have held my corn, yeah. I have held it, yeah. But you lot, I swear down, you talk too much gas, bro. And you thought, oh, Zubimendi and Rice and Odegaard are going to do something against our midfield. We out-battled you. And you know what the maddest thing is? The way that you lot try to do this anti-football, the way you lot try to scam wins, is awful. This is not football. Football won yesterday. A team on the front foot, a team that wanted to play football. You lot were smiling when there was corners. Did you see Saka smiling? Is that what you are? Smiling when there's corners.
Is that what you are?
Is that what you are? Smiling when there's corners, your eyes are lit up. That's all you can do.
Brother, you've scored 2 less corners than us this season.
No, but the problem is, hold on a minute. The thing is,
we're the second highest top scorers in the league. So when you say that's all we do, you've got to be a bit more like.
I get it, yeah. But you lot, this is your only game plan, though. Manchester United have shown. 100%. Manchester United have shown that we have a game plan against you lot. Whereas you lot, when you came against Man United, the game plan was set piece. That was it. That's all you had, and the stats show for it. Go and check you lot. When it's open play, you didn't do nothing. You had one shot from Saka, and it was an easy save. Didn't do nothing. But you got all these riches. Eze, can we talk about him, by the way?
All these riches. A Man United fan is telling me about all these riches.
Listen to me. Eze, no, hold on a minute.
Don't derail, though. Land.
If he cost 60 million, yeah, any other football club, we'd be talking about him. Because he's top of the league, we can't speak about him. No, we have to talk about his performance and his inability to affect games. 60 million. He's been in the Premier League. He's 27. He has to perform. He came on with enough time to impact the game. But I ghosted, bro. The one that ever was Cunha came on the pitch and sat Raya down, mate. That's impact. That's quality. Did it against Man City. Your guys done it one time against Tottenham. One stellar performance I can remember in an Arsenal shirt where I can be like, wow, that is it. 60 million.
And how many? You've just mentioned Cunha. How many top performances has he had? Isn't he on the bench now? And I'm sure his GA. And I'm sure his GA is not far off Eze's either. Eze's been holding bench for 2 months.
Dorgu's performing. You know why? Dorgu's performing. That's why.
I've just asked you about the guy you just named.
Hold on a minute. Dorgu's performing, yeah, and rightly so. He's in the team. Eze ain't performing. Dorgu's in that team, and look at you lot. Bruno to Dorgu, to Dorgu to Bruno. Bang on your head top. Look at the goals we scored, man. That is football. You lot were just trying to find corners after corners after corners. And that was it. And that's all your game is. That's all your motto is. It's anti-football. So you have to hold it. You have to firm it. Because you lot spoke a lot of gas. I said what I said. And I came out on top. So I can talk like this, bro.
You did.
I can talk like this. I've got the energy because I said what I predicted.
Not really. Because the game is not defined by 1 or 2 games, home or away. The next day, you should wake up and look at the table and feel embarrassed that you're so gassed about a United win that puts you fourth. No, it's the truth.
So I'm
not lying. Hold on. Part of your monologue was be humble, like you are being right now, right?
No, because I'm talking.
Oh no!
The reason why I'm being humble.
The team in fourth.
I'm speaking.
One sec. The team in fourth.
Speaking with smoke. No, hold on a minute.
I am last year. Shouldn't be humble. That's fine. That's fine. Hold on a minute.
I have been vindicated because I said, yeah.
I can be vindicated.
You laughed at me. I said Casemiro in big games performs. Mainu has quality. Bruno Fernandes can play in them big games. But you lot all laughed at me.
How long have you had Casemiro, Saeed?
We've had him for what? 4 years.
And that's your first win against us in how many years?
Since 2022.
So when you ask why is man confident against you, don't tell me Casemiro.
No, hold on a minute. You've not been playing great football. You've not been playing great football. Let's talk about the context now. You've not been playing great football.
But the confidence, but what you're saying about we should be confident. What are you telling me if it was the other way around? You wouldn't be confident.
It's not about. It's the way you lot dismissed the midfield, especially when you look at the result we had against Man City. Yes, it's only one game in isolation, but there are many games where Man United in big games have performed. I said it to you lot. This Man United team in the big games have performed. Liverpool away, Man City away. We've done it. So don't go on like Man United can't perform. Don't go on like Man United, all of a sudden these players are rubbish. No. Under Ruben Amorim, that was a conversation we could have and say, yo, he didn't platform these players well. But I said, go in a 4-3-3, put the players in the right positions. Man United will do something in this game. Did I know or did I not say that? Yes or no?
You did. I mean, listen.
I can come in here, I can speak with chess, I can say I was indicated, and that's the matter. That's it.
No, you
I
can.
didn't say at the back. I'm not saying anything. I just said to you what the game plan was, and I'm vindicated. Simple as that. I said to you about the slightly better midfield. Again, what did your slightly better midfield do? Tell me.
100%. But you know, our slightly better midfield is 4 points clear after this rant of yours. So it depends on.
Are you confident you're going to stay there?
It depends, Saeed. It depends on what you're looking at, bro.
Are you confident you're going to stay there? Because it was 1 point. It was how many points you ahead of Man City?
Bro, we was 2 points behind Man City. We was second mid.
You don't sound confident to me there.
We was 2 points above Man City. We was second mid game week for 2 game weeks, and I still sat here and said we're winning this league, bro. So what do you want from man?
Listen.
All I'm saying is you can't. You can't.
When we have a preview. Hold on a minute. We are not talking about the whole season. When we have a preview,
all of a sudden, people are questioning why we're so confident going in against Man United.
No, but the thing is, though, the energy that you lot had when I said to you about your midfield.
Steve used the word. I mean, last week, Steve used the word embarrassing, right? I think it was on his own match reaction. That's the first word I'd use for yesterday, embarrassing. That's because we were both rightfully confident going into the game. It's Man United. But you're right to be on your high horse, but certain things derail where it doesn't make sense. Because really, you won with 2 bangers. You deserve to win the game.
No, we deserve to win the game. We played 4 points clear.
So do you think we're not going to win the league?
I didn't say that. I'm asking. That's a question for you.
I've answered.
That's a question for you. I've still got Arsenal to win the league, yes. But at the same time, things can change. Things can hold on a minute. Things can change, and the way you lot are moving right now,
of course, things can change.
No wins in 3 now. That's no wins in 3 now. Things can change. You got Leeds away. Are you confident you're going to beat Leeds away? There are situations going to happen. You've been in time and time again. So I can say to you that the pattern is there. That Arsenal have bottled it year in, year out. I've got the proof in the pudding.
But remember this. Even when we was winning games and you man was all quiet here, right? I always said the attack needs to click. The attack clicking will run away with it. 3 game weeks ago, I said, if we win the next 4 or 5, we will win this league. Clear. And it's facts if you look at it on paper with Man City dropping points. I also said my biggest worry is ourselves. Our attack isn't firing. It hasn't clicked at all. There's no combinations. It's bound to catch up with us eventually, right? It's going to work, or it's going to continue like this and we're going to get found out a little. That's what's happened in the last game. The last 2 before that, you can say, all right, 0-0 Forest away, 0-0 Liverpool, cool. But when you add this on top of those 2, bruv,
even the stats I mentioned, yeah, the fact that your forward line isn't really clicking now. Are you confident still?
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. What haven't I said every time? Don't forget this. Every time I've said part of my confidence in this league is Man City and Liverpool are not that great. I've always said that every time. Every time. You can quote me on that. Every clip you'll see, I've said Man City and Liverpool. Forget Liverpool now. They've been off it a while. But Man City ain't the same Man City that hunted us down twice and got the W. That's what gives me more confidence. Now, the more we tempt fate with draws and losses, that old Man City might find themselves again because it's still the same Pep Guardiola. Haaland's still the best striker in the world. They've still got quality. It just hasn't clicked for them. So right now, I'm frustrated because we should be 11 clear, maybe 8. Even if we lost yesterday but beat Forest and Liverpool, would be like 8 points clear. That's what it should be, and would still be very much chest out, confident, completely. Man City are out of it. We didn't get Man City out of there. Against Forest and against Man United, Man United let them back in it. But against Liverpool and Forest, we could have got City out of there. We didn't. So if they ever click, because they can click, it's Pep Guardiola, and then we're in trouble. But until I see them click, we're gonna win the league, bro.
I think for me, that's the wrong mentality to have. I think you've got to be able to have.
Of course we do, though. But what do you want man to do about the attack, bro? You mentioned Eze.
Yep.
And we've talked about Gyökeres a lot. At the end of the day, we have to look what attacker is playing well for us. You could say Trossard and Martinelli, right? The two that most of us said one of them has to go. So Trossard and Martinelli are playing over and beyond maybe their expectation. No one else in the attack, from the number 10 to the wings up front, is playing well. No one else has improved in the attack over the last 2 years. So I think there's a bigger question mark about how the tactics, so stringent and great defensively, affect us in the transition and going forward. That handbrake thing is still there. So I think it's more an Arteta question. Because listen, once upon a time we could say quality of player. I'm sorry, Eze can do what Cunha done yesterday. He can. Why isn't he? Because I don't think the platform, the way we play, is there for him to be doing that consistently enough to take risks like that, right? Odegaard used to do things like that 22-23 season. He's not that guy anymore. Do you get what I'm saying? So you can mention Eze. We can talk about Gyökeres. We can mention Saka, who's been good. Again, he was good, not good enough because of the standards we want for him, right? Where he should be right now. But in general, the whole attack, I've mentioned it. We've got a problem there. If we don't fix it in time and give City enough, blood to sniff, we could be in big trouble. And Leeds this weekend, but it's a massive game. I can't lie. I'm as confident as I was going into United. I'm nervous about Leeds because then now any more slippages, yeah, it becomes this. And anytime it becomes this, we've had problems. So right now it's on tender hooks, but I'm still confident we can do it because I haven't seen City click yet. But they've got Tottenham away and Liverpool away. They could turn around and get 6 points out of 6 there, and that would surprise me. I think they'll beat Tottenham. I think they won't beat Liverpool. If they go win both and we drop points in one of the next two, all of a sudden, man's the Sharks are back. So man knows we're on tender hooks right now. But it is what it is, bro. What can man do? We have to see it play out.
Are you nervous? Are you nervous?
No, I'm not nervous yet.
Okay, not yet.
No, I'm not nervous.
Hopefully.
Would a man who's not nervous react the way he did yesterday?
That's not nervous. Was I biting my nails, bro? Was I biting my nails?
You were sat hunched.
No,
watching
hunched.
the game.
I was on at the edge of my seat.
You were hunched.
Well, you had your cheeks back out, so nice to see that your retirement. Nice to see that your retirement has lasted about 10
I asked
days.
you a simple question and you're deflecting again.
Who was
Is
there?
this all you're gonna do?
Who was there? You lot was there before we went live. Before we went live, just answer this question, Saeed and Matisse. Before we went live, did this guy knock my iPad off the table because he was twerking on the table?
What? I might have been live for the Palace game. I don't know.
Matisse came in.
The iPad was on the floor, yeah.
Steve, he practices before now. So when you come Sunday for the Tottenham City game, come on time because you don't want to see what happens before the stream with Tottenham.
As I said, only one of us has given that studio to their zaddy, and it's not me. Only one of us handed the studio to a grown man and said, "This studio is yours, zaddy."
Do you know whose studio it is this Sunday? Do you know whose studio it is this? It's your studio, buddy. It's your studio this Sunday, buddy. So use it well. Use it well.
I just want to say, for me, we deserved it. I don't want to hear anything from any Arsenal fan. I don't want to hear about penalty. It weren't a penalty. If it's the same penalty that Maguire got, then we have to talk about the Odegaard one that happened against Liverpool. So, keep the same energy. Defensively, solid. Lisandro Martinez and Maguire, solid. You barely threatened them. The fullbacks did well. Maybe in the first 20 minutes, Luke Shaw was probably getting toasted by Saka. Midfield, Casemiro, General in that midfield. Again, I know people say his legs are gone, but the mentality, the know-how, the experience, it's there. He can do that. Again, we were saying that in Amrin's midfield too. He was getting exposed, and rightly so. When you have an extra man in midfield, it helps a lot. You don't have to vacate the space. You don't have to, there's less ground to cover. Like, it's just common sense, man. Mainu, again, people can say what they want to say, but we know his quality.
You know what I mean? Man sat down Rice, you know what I mean? And put in a stellar performance. Again, people talk about mobility. Ran the most in the game. Bruno Fernandes, we know what he's capable of. And then the front three as well. Bumo led the line, held up the ball well when he needed to. And Dorgu as well, improving every single game. Brilliant goal. And even the guys that came on, I think our substitutions impacted the game better than yours. I know one of them scored, but even Sesko, the little flick on.
You see,
so end of the day, we deserved it. And Carrick, fair play to him. A week and a half. This is why you have to give credit to Carrick here. A week and a half, yeah. He's dealt with Man City and he's dealt with Arsenal, and nobody gave him a chance. Nobody. So
you see, when you ask, are you worried? You see, if we're talking about just Arsenal, right? Because Matisse, you asked that question. Remember, my confidence comes from two aspects. But if you're just talking Arsenal, there's been a worry there with the attack. And then bringing 4 players on at once, just under the 60-minute mark. Listen, it's a roll of the dice. It's something that really, you might need to do sometimes, considering circumstances. But it didn't affect the game. Do you get it? And that is worrying. It is worrying on top of what I said about the whole attacking situation. None of them have either improved or none of the summer signings have been good enough yet, right? But I mean, Odegaard here, in terms of that one as well, for me, forget the player for a sec and his drop-off in quality. Surely, and you, man, put your biases aside for just for a second, right? But surely you don't take your captain and number 10. Now, I say these are two separate entities. When you're 1-0 down, you need your number 10. And when you're 1-0 down, you need your captain. He's both of these things, and he's getting taken off. Now, I'm saying take it away from Odegaard's quality. I'm looking at Arteta and I'm asking that, what's going on here? Like, that doesn't really make sense because, yes, the fans shouldn't lose it. Yes, you know, we are still 4 points clear. Don't, you know, if we still get back on track, we should, you know. But there's questions there that need kind of clarifying in terms of it's not making sense. To take Odegaard off, and I'm not saying keep him on because he's quality. I'm saying keep him on maybe with Eze to see if they can formulate something. But to take your captain and number 10 off anytime we need a goal or anytime shit's hitting the fan, it is worrying signs. And like I said, if Man City click, it's going to be a problem because 22 games in, I'm sorry, a year ago today, set pieces was our best thing, our best threat. A year ago today, it's still the same after a summer of 180 million spent on the attack. 100-goal striker brought in, Eze brought in, and we have our main threat is still set pieces a year on. That's unacceptable. So it needs to be worked out regardless of what City do, but we can win the title without working out because City haven't been on job this season. But if they turn it and go on job, bro, I'll be so... Because we should have took this title away 2 weeks ago.
I think that's the most disgusting thing, isn't it? That's the most disgusting thing for me. That like you're not even like you're good objectively, but you're not playing to the level that you expect a team to the top of the league to be playing at least offensively anyway. And yet the state of the teams behind you, it's like they haven't got that devastating haymaker that can just knock you out for good. But the hope is Man City, they can pull it together. But on your point with Arteta, I do think though, and we said it at halftime, like what changes would you make? I do think he was a bit too drastic in his changes. Like he didn't, it's weird, like as a manager, like you got to plug and play pieces and not lose the feng shui, the cohesion of the team. Not saying that you were mad cohesive because Man United were better, but like he could have easily brought on Eze and put Eze as like the left winger or inside left winger and kept Odegaard on the pitch. Like I think as a manager, he could have done that. But on Odegaard's point, how bad must you be playing in this period for the manager to have to hook you, bro? Honestly, like I think Odegaard needs to take a long, hard look at himself as the captain. That's bad, bro. This is bad. And this is like a good year and a half now of just stinky performances from this guy. Let's be honest.
It's not making sense because two years ago, you know, listen, you know, 2 years ago, we was talking about in terms of that 22-23 season, potentially the best or top 2 tens attacking mids in the league that year. So as much, you are right, but we can go through every attacking player and say similar, not to the extent of captain as well, Odegaard, Or we can go through every player and say similar in terms of, look at Martinelli 22, 23. Look at him now. Different player, different potential, if any. Look at Gyökeres 6 months ago to now. Yes, different league, but come on. Hi. I mean, I might pick up this table now if I remind myself about that chance at the end of this, because I don't know what he did. Look at Madueke is doing what Madueke done at Chelsea, to be honest. So he's probably been quite consistent. But the signing itself, like, I'm sorry, like 2 years ago we signed Havertz at a very pivotal time, and I think it was the wrong signing, regardless of how people want to frame that and say, well, it worked out here, it worked out there. It didn't. We didn't win the league. We finished second the year. We went and bought Rice and Havertz, and it didn't get us over the line the next 2 years. 2 years, yeah. So it didn't work. You know, we continued being second, and we still needed a striker a couple of years later, and we still needed an 8 a couple of years later. The Madueke signing and the summer transfer window this time, it was meant to be a project, not ender, but it was meant to be the one that gets us now into the next phase. And I think the next phase for us wasn't necessarily tying up the defense a bit more, which is kind of what we've done. I don't know year on year what the stats are, but defensively we'll tighten it than last year for sure. Not sure about the year before. But our attack hasn't improved at all. So Odegaard, you're right to mention him. We mentioned him on Loose Cannons. He needs to be talked about. He's the captain coming off. Like Steve, Grizz, you man are old school as well. Like your captain or your number 10, neither should be coming off when you need a goal, need something. And everything can't be on him because he's coming off at these times. It's been going on for 18 months, but he's also starting these games. So that's not on him. He doesn't come in and say, I'm starting this one. And Mikel thinks 60 and let me take him off. No, Mikel starts him and then takes him off. It doesn't make sense to me.
This podcast is not sponsored by BetterHelp, right? And I'm not hearing enough. I'm not hearing enough from Steve.
Why are you letting
Steve?
I'm letting you speak.
Oh no, hold on.
I've just asked Steve a question. I've just asked Steve a question.
The way you've asked it is you're softening the game.
Are you mad? You need to come to your branch.
You're doing Arteta. You're bringing the tempo down. You're bringing the tempo down.
What's your next branch now? What's your next branch now? I'm gonna say the way you're asking questions.
You need to be popping it. No, shut up, Kobe. Shut up.
I don't come to branching out. I don't come branching out and tell you how to run your shit.
Shut up! You had your time to speak. Shut up!
don't do that.
I don't do that. We need to be bopping it. We need to be bopping it. We got a sick man. Shut up! We got a sick man in the bottom corner, not saying shit. He's huffing and puffing, sneezing and all sorts over there, yeah? We got man them that are trying to bring down the tempo, doing Arteta, get real calculated, get real conservative, trying to control the game, control the show. Shut up. I want you to bop it. I want pace. Big Steve, listen to me and listen to me clearly. You lead on open play goals.
Steve, before you go,
you lead on big chances created. You have signed 2 proven players this January. You are seeing this Arsenal team that are going out wide and can only cross in Inshallah and corner FC. I need you to stand up and take this league. I need you to rise because you have the best manager in the league. You have the best striker. You have the best playmakers. You have the Ballon d'Or DM. You rise, Steve. Wake up. Wake the fuck up, Steve. This is your time now. Your time of the year. What do you say? Crying in September, dancing in May. Wake up. I am demanding from you now.
Crying in September, dancing in May.
Listen, you know they can try and bring the tempo down, but there's nobody can bring the tempo up like me if I need to, yeah? So let's not pretend that this show is getting dictated one way. This show goes the way I want it to go. Yeah? You know that. Yeah? You know that. First of all, I've got to give credit to Man United and SAEED. It's great to see my brother smiling, jumping around. His pants were falling down. It was like he was having a great time over there. You know what I mean? I love to see it. You know, he's like a kid in a sweet shop. You know what I mean? He's been bullied, tortured, you know, on this show, but he looks happy in that. And he's my brother, isn't he? From Manchester. If he's smiling, it makes me smile inside. You know what I mean? I hate his team. Last week he was shitting on me, but you know, it's his day out, isn't it? He backed it. He made himself look like a fucking football genius saying that about that midfield last week. Everyone thought he'd lost the plot. And now we're sat here thinking, fucking hell, is this guy could be a genius. You know what I mean? But he's probably got that a bit fluky. The Arsenal, listen, I heard a lot of this. If Manchester City, get it together, then we might. It might be peak. It might be peak. But this is the greatest Arsenal team that's been assembled in the last 20 years. This was only one striker away from winning everything. I'm driving to work the other morning. I'm hearing on Talk Sport about quadruples. They were the best team in the world. We've beat Inter Milan in the San Siro Stadium and all this nonsense. But let's get it right. Manchester City have dropped 9 points in the last couple of months. We could have been 3 ahead by now. You know what I mean? If this Man City team was this and that. But it's the fan base, innit? You know what I mean? It's always the same. There's a clip surfacing of SAEED drinking his big, massive pint of fucking fresh orange, saying it's just inevitable when this is going to happen. It's not like if, it's when. It's always somebody else's fault. You know what I mean? There's always something that they're missing. There's always a player that they should have got. There's always a player that's not quite performing. Do you know what I mean? But when you take a look at it, the whole club from top to bottom is fucking trembling. It's shaking. It doesn't actually believe in its own bullshit that it's spewing. From top to bottom, they're spewing this narrative about we're this, we're that, and all this shit. But deep down, you're not. You're really not. I seen a team that was knocking the ball against defenders' legs trying to get corners, and the fans all singing and cheering set piece again. That's not the sign of a team that wins the league. That's not the sign of a team that's going to lift the Champions League. That's like Wimbledon in 1990. You know what I mean? That's like you're only John Fashanu away from being that team. You know what I mean? The Arsenal way is gone now. You know what I mean? The Arsenal way is gone.
Wimbledon won a couple things, man.
Yeah, but the Arsenal way is gone. You know what I mean? We were told that you were building something. 6 years down the line, you were building something. What the fuck are you actually building? Because it's a bit fucking shit. You know what I mean? And nobody's really impressed by it. So he can run around on the touchline all he wants, Lego head. You know what I mean? And fucking tell us about light bulbs. And if you join the dots, this is what happens. But to be honest, all I see over there is a whole lot of people shitting themselves that Manchester City might actually pull something together and come for him. And a whole lot of people who talk disrespectful about an imaginary shark actually thinking, shit, this shark might turn up anytime soon. And this could be the biggest collapse since Barings Bank. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit fragile for me. You know what I mean? It's a little bit, I've seen it all before. I've got men on the internet, people I don't even know, tagging me in shit. These are Arsenal fans that for the last 5 years, I didn't know existed. I've never had any altercation with them. They're tagging me in shit. Oh, Big Steve's this and Big Steve's blocked me and Big Steve. We can all do that. You know what I mean? We can all fucking jump on the bandwagon when we're winning shit or when we're getting to winning shit. And then the same people now have all disappeared, deleted the tweets. It's all gone. So I don't think Turkish is as comfortable as he thinks he is. He's sipping water like when Pep's there, when Pep gets a goal conceded. That means to me his arse is going a bit. I've seen all the Arsenal fan channels. They're not as confident. And I'm praying to God that Manchester City do pull it together. I've prayed to God that Man City pull it together. Because when I was on this show and I kept using that line, yeah, but we're top of the league. You men destroyed me and said, stop saying you're top of the league. Turkish is literally saying that every week. Yeah, but we're top of the league. He's using that. You know what I mean? By the end of the day...
I learned from the best, Steve, no?
I know. But what I'm saying is it was your fan base giving me shit now, and they're using that same thing to defend it. But I'm being totally honest. There's a problem at Arsenal. There's a problem there. I feel like this, when they said, we've only got one of the top 10 to play. Man City's run is difficult. But you know yourself that these teams that you're playing in the next 10 games, these are the teams that you're struggling against at the minute. These are the teams that you don't want to play. You don't want a Leeds at Ellen Road sitting deep and saying to you, come on, let's have it. And the crowd are going fucking mental in that. And you're not breaking them down for 60, 70 minutes. Because what I'm seeing from Arsenal is if it gets to 60, 70 minutes, he's panicking a bit. And I don't know where the goal's going to... You can only scab so many corners and goals. Then your luck runs out. So I feel that he's got to change it somewhere. Because don't forget, you've seen Pep Guardiola do this. I've seen Man City get to the middle point of a season and go stale. And Pep changed it. 4 centre-backs, goes and wins a treble. You know what I mean? Dropping players in at left-back, playing false nines. Whatever he needed to do it, he done it. I don't think Mikel Arteta is capable of doing that. I think he's got his system in his head, and I think he thinks if Plan A is not working, I'll freshen it up by bringing them men on. But it's the same people, the same personnel. There's no one there that's doing anything. The striker's not worked. Gyökeres has not worked. You wanted a gunman. You needed a gunman. Everyone looked at Arsenal's team and said that back four is good. The goalkeeper is good. The midfield is good. They need a striker. You've gone out there. They've got the guy in Europe with the most goals. Yeah, I don't know who scouted him because you only had to look at him to know that it's not the same guy. I said it on here. No one's going to give me the flowers for it. And then he explained it the week after what he's about. And everything I said, the ball's going to bounce off him. He's going to look awkward. They're going to blame the wingers for not crossing it. They're going to say he's not this. He's going to come dropping deep for the ball. He's literally not been that guy. So Gabriel Jesus, a guy that a year ago, the whole fan base said was finished. Get rid of him. He's crap. We don't want him anymore. Then Havertz, we don't want him anymore. Now they're saying, oh, we need to get Havertz back. We need to get Jesus back in there. He's showing more than Gyökeres. It's going backwards. You're literally going backwards and backwards to try and clinch this season. And your only saving grace is, you're right, Manchester City and Aston Villa have not been good enough as well. Too inconsistent. One team gets one bit of inconsistency in it and picks it up. Anyone can win it. But at the minute, I'm not having this Arsenal bullshit you've been throwing about all season. You're not the best team in the world. You're nowhere near the best team in Europe. You're not going to win the fucking quad.
Pep said it, though.
Yeah, but you know what Pep's like. He's a troll, isn't he? He loves it. But what you need to do is, you need to concentrate on what you've decided, the mission you set out to do. Go and win the Premier League. You forgot that mission because it's all gone to your fucking head. So you need to realise that quickly this shit can change. You've seen a Man United team 8 points fucking clear with 6 to go. Change. Shit can change. I'm praying Man City get it back together. Mark Gay coming at weekend. He helps us out massive. Semenyo, etc. We're still in it. You've left the door open too many times. We should have been dead and buried. And it's our own fault. If another way, we could have gone the other way and won them games that we should have won. Chelsea at home, we should have won. Brighton at home, we should have won. Sunderland away, we should have won. You know what I mean? There's 6 points. So it's game on for me. I'm happy. Our fan base is happy. We're confident. There's a lot of problems at Arsenal, whether you want to admit it or not, there is. And now Legohead's got to put it right because he looks like a man that's got no ideas. He looks like a man that's got no ideas. He doesn't know which way to turn. And your whole fan base, instead of being behind him, you're all shitting it a little bit now and hoping Man City can drop off. And you're relying on Spurs and you're relying on Liverpool to put us away. But you need to concentrate on your main job, which you set out. Season 6 of the 6-year plan. It was Arsenal's league. Last year was a bit of a temporary one.
About to talk shit down there.
This is the fucking one that you need to win. And you've got to go back to basics because at the minute, you're stinking out the gaff, man. Stinking out the gaff.
Yeah, we need to improve attack. But listen, the next 4 weeks is big because your next 2 are big games. And then we've got Chelsea and Tottenham back to back. I think Chelsea at Emirates and Tottenham away, if I'm not mistaken, or the other way around. So
I always said to you, I hope we near you for a shootout at the Etihad in April. I said that.
We know where we need to be.
We know where we need to be. And every week they kept saying that we know where we need to be. If you'd have told a Manchester City fan that on January the 26th, you're 4 points be Arsenal at the top of the league, that is exactly where we want to be. Exactly where we want to be, because there's only one team that comes late at the death and turns it on. When they smell it, we can do it. We've proven it.
Yeah.
You guys haven't proven it. And at the minute, you're faltering. Exactly do what you've done over the years, you're starting to do now. So make sure you keep winning them games and blow us away, because if we're there, we're going to be on your neck.
No, the difference to the other years is that we haven't, even though we've listened, 2 out of 9 points is unacceptable. We haven't crumbled. There's a lot of question marks about heart, the term. I expect, honestly, what I expect, and maybe this is an old school thing, but I expect the players to link up. Just forget Mikel for a second. One night, these players just link up. We find out about it next year or the year after, where Declan Rice in the WhatsApp group said, yo, let's link up at this car park or this person's house and talk to each other. Because as much as I'm saying Arteta needs to fix the attack, he does. His majority is on him. The players are brought in and the tactics, right? There's certain parts of the game, especially the last 3, where against Forest, against Liverpool, like them 2 in particular, right? There was no Man United as well. There was no heart. There was no, like, yo, we can win this league if we just in this last 20 minutes turn this game on its, on its head a little. There was none of that. It was just tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. It was way too manufactured, and some of that comes onto the players because greatness isn't always instructed, T by T on that pitch. Greatness sometimes just comes out of nowhere, and I feel like some of these players need to now. We've been through it twice already. Not all of those players. Some of those players have been through it twice. Some once, and some is fresh to them. Get together and just put your heads together and just work it out now, because Leeds away ain't going to be easy, especially the way they're playing, the confidence. And Steve, you're right. On one hand, we looked at the away fixtures left and said they're all bottom half or majority bottom half. But there's a certain point where February, March, these bottom half teams, they're scrambling for their lives. And when we give other teams now a sniff that, oh, we can be a little vulnerable, not that vulnerable, because United needed 2 bangers they didn't create an abundance of chances in terms of in behind the defense. We gave them 1 and 2 bangers. We've still got that comfort knowing that we've got a defense that can win the league. The attack, just who's good? The same question, Steve. I think you said it, or TOBS said it before the calendar year ended. Who in this attack is going to step up and be the man? And this question is still very relevant. One of you, man, step up and be the man, because whoever steps up and becomes the man, you become.
But what's happening is they're not putting crosses in the box because I don't think they trust him. He's nowhere near any of them that are coming. They're not playing to his strengths. They've bought a striker that they don't know how to play to his strengths. And I don't think he's good enough to do what they think in their head he's going to do. He doesn't offer anything. And you've got to come to realize and think, you know what? He's got to say at one point, right, I've got to take him out the firing line and go with someone else because this isn't working.
But
if he carries on
Jesus started the game.
If he carries on persisting with Gyökeres in the next few games, they're never going to get an easier fucking striker to mark. Then teams are going to sit deep and just pass him on. He doesn't link the play up well. He don't run the channels well. He don't do it. Gabriel Jesus could save your season because at least Jesus has got a little bit of something else in his locker. Do you know what I mean? He can.
He showed 0 of that against United.
He's coming back from injury, but I think if you play Jesus from the start, you'll get more output towards the end of the season than if you play Gyökeres. That Gyökeres signing for me,
Gyökeres and Jesus scored at the San Siro, so I don't know what I don't know what all the fuss is about. I don't know what all the fuss and all the concern and all the questions and queries about.
Man City went to the fucking
rock up at the San Siro. Turkish was telling us, did you not see that goal outside the box?
Yeah.
Did you not see that finish? Jesus got 2 goals. Jesus got 2 goals. I got tagged on Instagram by some random Arsenal fan tagging us saying, hey, what now? So I don't understand the question. And then Kingdom Kai is coming back as well. Kingdom Kai, the Chelsea legend, Champions League final goal scorer, is coming home, baby. You got
once upon a time, I respected you for waving the white flag, and I said to TOBS, you make me sick. You make me sicker than TOBS now, because at least TOBS kept the knickers on throughout. He never took them off. He never changed.
I'm glazing you. I'm telling you how good you are.
His cheeks have been out for like 6 months for City. You put them away, bring them out.
I just told you you're the best.
Bring them out, bro. Just keep it out for the rest of the season now, until it's a fact.
Bro, I just told you you're the best. I just told you you're the best. You got 3 options.
Yeah.
What I say? Did I not just say you're the best?
Listen, this is a big pause. This is a big pause. I'm saying it before. Keep the cheeks out, both of you. Keep those cheeks out. Yeah, keep them out.
Why don't you? Did Miles respond to you yesterday? Yeah.
Oh no, I don't think so.
Okay, cool. We waiting. I know he's watching. We waiting. But Steve obviously talks about Gyökeres, and listen, Gyökeres is
terrible. Man.
He's shocking. He's absolutely shocking. And I'm glad that we got you on HD, so you can't even deny it anymore.
What about Muani though?
Bro, you can talk about Muani. You can talk about Muani.
He's leaving.
I've told you, Muani.
Apparently, Juventus want him back.
Yeah, they do. Muani's been a car crash, but Muani's better than Gyökeres. It's not hard. That's what it's not hard. You don't listen to me. It's not hard.
I don't know about that one.
Put Muani to the side because this is what he wants to do. He wants to deflect. Gyökeres,
it's 54 minutes.
Gyökeres cost 63.5 million pounds. This guy came on basic pass to Saka, and it's a tap-in, it's free. This guy's cheeks are wagging in the air, and he's like, yes, we've rescued a point. But no, a simple pass, and he somehow hoofed it into Highbury and Islington Station. How was that even possible? The guy is terrible. He's actually terrible. And this guy was.
Tobes, do you know what it is, Tobes? Shall I tell you what's worse? The worst part of it now is Arteta has to, like, I can't remember, one of you lot said, has to find the striker that's going to get them over the line. Because that's what it is. The defense ain't suddenly nasty again, right? They don't give up chances galore. The midfield had an off day. Not going to lie, SAEED was right. The midfield bossed them. Proper.
Odegaard's been having an off day for like a year and a half now. When are we gonna be like, yo?
We're friends, right? We're friends, right?
But what I'm saying is, to get over the line, they need to find a formula to score goals from open play. Everyone said it. Set pieces will only take you so far, and it's taken them 4 points clear. Let's not get it twisted. So they are 4 points clear. But those stats, who ran those stats? SAEED. About the goals.
Everyone, it's everywhere, man. It's poor journalism from SAEED. I don't expect
That's
anything.
wicked journalism, brother. You are a journal, bro.
He was just out there, man. He was
I don't know. I don't know who he turns to. Because if it goes back to Havertz, people are going to start criticizing his 64.
It'll be Havertz saved him, man.
Can I tell you, man, something? As friends, right? Before the United game, I looked at the lineup and I scrolled past the lineup and I went to the subs bench and I was disappointed not to see Havertz there.
Wow.
Jesus.
That's not even a mad take.
Look how far we came.
No, I said that as friends, bro. This ain't banter. Can't we say things as friends anymore?
That's what it's not even a mad take for me.
Backwards, going
I am
backwards.
friends. We're friends. This is as friends.
Bro.
Don't tell people I said that. That's just
I didn't call it. You'll go back to your best forward. I said he's your best forward.
It's going to be so ironic. It's going to be so bad.
Yeah, but it's not saying much, but it's what they need right now.
If he comes back and gets them over the line,
West Ham are the best team in the bottom three.
Do you know how mad it is for do you know how mad it is for Turkish to say that? He could not stand Havertz. Have you seen his thumbnails from last season?
Bro,
I don't think you understand.
Matisse,
wait. Let me ask you a question.
3-4 weeks, and then they'll be back.
Remind me, man. Remind me.
Turkish, I'm going to ask you a question, but it's between friends. Nobody else needs to hear about this, yeah? I'm going to ask you one-on-one. Who do you hate the most? Havertz?
I don't hate.
Okay, who do you want to be starting your attack for the remainder of the season? Out of Gyökeres or Havertz or Jesus? Who needs to play the majority of the minutes? Majority.
He's basically just said.
He just said it, yeah. He misses thingy.
Havertz. No, he misses him, but he doesn't.
No, he wants him to play, bro.
Majority of the minutes. So you want to go back to Havertz?
No, you know what? He's ill. Forget.
Like things change. The weather changes. The day changes tonight. And right now, that answer is Havertz for me.
Is this Van Dijk?
Why don't you put Martinelli there, man? I don't understand it. He's got the pacing behind him.
Martinelli, but the thing about it is,
they can't cross in the air.
The in behind thing is not Arteta's thing. Otherwise, Gyökeres will probably be
exactly,
doing better.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Martinelli is just. but don't get it twisted. Havertz could come in and 3 weeks later you ask me that question, and I'm just like, actually, chuck Marino in there. To be honest, we should even consider him anyway because he's been our best attacker in terms of output when he's played the 9. So I don't know. For me, I couldn't care less who does it. Because it's not about who does it for me. It's, just do it. Like one of you, man, become the guy. If that guy is to be Havertz, so be it. Just because I dislike him as a signing or a player doesn't mean that I want Gyökeres to be the guy over Havertz. I couldn't care less because it's the same badge, it's the same club, it's the same love, whoever does it. So Havertz, if you're going to be the guy, come in and do it. But it has to be now for every single one of them, whether it's Havertz, who's had 2 years at the club, whether it's Jesus, who's on the way out slowly but surely, whether it's Gyökeres, who was meant to come in and shut it down and was still downloading, forget shutting down. One of them, man, have to step up and be the man. And right now, if you ask me if they're all fully fit because of the way Arteta plays, it would be Havertz if you're asking me out of those 3 players.
That right there is not an excuse, by the way. Gunner, he doesn't get any service, bro. Allow that, man.
That's what I said, Matisse, was
Terrible.
what they would blame.
Terrible.
I said literally said what will happen is he won't score.
I'm sorry,
and they'll
man.
say he hasn't got no service. The guy's fucking shit. It doesn't matter. I've told you, get an IKEA wardrobe, one of them big chunky bastards.
Steve called it, man. Steve
Put it in
called
the
it.
centre circle, cross the ball in it, at the corner of the wardrobe, and go in score more than him.
Yeah, no, Steve, you called it, man. You said it.
Let me, can we do the super chats now, Matisse? Do you want to call for another
hour? Yeah.
You sure?
I've barely said anything.
I know, but yeah, halfway through, we're having a nice conversation, and you're coming to just, throw fireworks in the mix.
I'm drinking my water, bro.
Sometimes the community want a nice, balanced conversation, right? So, I like to try offer that from time to time.
No, they didn't ask for that today. I did a poll. I did a survey. No one asked for that. No one said.
Oh, you're not ill. You're not ill, Unc. Make sure you got that energy when we're talking.
I'm just
Bournemouth.
saying, I doubt it.
Bournemouth, Virgil. We're gonna talk.
Bro, crazy.
The wind got Virgil like the way it's got Uncle.
Look at the Liverpool section here. You fucking talking.
Too easy. It's too easy.
Yo.
We got a lot.
Can you carry on doing your homework, please?
we got a lot of super chats, so let me try and get into at least a few of them. There's 60 on the clock. Pablo says, dudes, the end of the watch along was epic. Toby's laugh had me crying of laughter. Greetings, dudes, from snowy Pennsylvania. Come on, big up, my brother. Ryan said, I watched the club and Boovy tried to say Mahrez is better than Salah. He's a world-class player. Don't get me wrong, but he's not on Salah's level. Boovy's a City player, and a City fan, so when you support that team, it's not every day you can take bias out of it. So that's where that comes from. But Mahrez is quality. I think Mahrez is or has been underrated in terms of looking back on what he done. Andre says bottlers, innit? 4 points. Let's get our stuff together. Is this Andre? Yeah. What with my profile pic, Andre? I ain't seen your name before. All of a sudden, in 4 points, you're coming with sharks. My picture.
Welcome to the community, Andre. Welcome to the community.
$9.99. You don't like it, do you? You don't like it, do you? Good.
Nah, man. I don't like kids taking their parents' credit cards and spending. But I'm not for that. I'm not for that. So listen, don't worry, man. You can call the bank and get it back. Tell mum. Too much good youths at Arsenal, says Stringer Bellend. Saka's a straight A schoolboy, Eze a church boy, Odegaard a teacher's pet, Gyökeres a firefighter. No, we don't got Alexis type killers. Yeah, I think the attack misses that. And Alexis, Van Persie, after that, it's a bit difficult. You're probably going back.
You got my work here, bro.
Shut the hell up. We're gonna get onto Tottenham as well. You relax. You carry on smiling over there and make sure your light has got enough battery. Is your light
when we get onto Tottenham, are you gonna tell the truth or are you gonna keep fucking lying?
To be honest, I'll tell the truth now. I don't even want to talk about you, man. That's the truth. I'll probably turn my camera off. I'll probably bill it and I'll probably go downstairs. That's probably what I'll do.
Fantastic.
Saeed, I need you to cook these, man, that laughed when you said United's midfield would compete. Zubi Scooby Doo, where were you? United scored 4 goals. To be honest, yeah. Well, Saeed had his part. Let's not circle the block. Daniel says Arsenal have only lost 2 games under Arteta when they've scored at least twice, both against Carrick. Turkish, do you genuinely enjoy watching Arsenal? No, I haven't said I've enjoyed watching us in terms of the football we play. But I'm enjoying how competitive and how good we are in comparison to where we was. But it's more than long enough now to that enjoyment being get over the line now, lads. Like, one thing enjoying it is another thing proving that you're at this level for a reason. So yeah, it has to be done in terms of win. Baraf says, Habibi's key question. Your team requires a striker. You only have 30 M's and there are only 2 options, Nunez and Gyökeres. Who are you choosing? That last-minute attempted pass yesterday was haram on a different level.
Nunez is better than him. Nunez is
keep the 30 mil in your pocket, man. You don't spend it.
Nunez is better than him.
He's in the youth squad. Cool. Dr. Albert says, on January the 25th, 1995, Eric Cantona drop-kicked a fan. I was born a few hours earlier. That match finished 1-1. Since then, United have never lost on my birthday. Mad.
Fair play.
Mad.
Very fair.
On this, well, it's actually 26th today, but yeah, Cantona. That's another person that doesn't get brought up in enough combines and all of that conversations. Muse says, I think that if the Biryani box crashers press Zubi, he would make a mistake. And shout out Yok Lesnar for the last ditch tackle.
Oi, Yok Lesnar.
You see, you like slander names, but then remember them. Like,
Exactly, yeah, I was going to say.
No, I don't like that.
What's this childish slander names? Okay.
I don't like that.
Grow up, guys.
Yeah,
Grow up,
he's not thinking.
Yeah.
Mandem talk. That's what you said, isn't it?
Whoever made that, grow up, man. Grow up, whoever made that.
Naz says, those guys are too shameless, especially TOBS with Spurs being in a relegation battle. Crazy. Mubsy says, Arsenal fans saying that win was our cup final. At least we can win finals. Arsenal thought they would slap us, but they lost. Hold that. Turkish. Mubsy. Make sure you hear me. And at least Turkish is here to hold the L, unlike Steve last week. Jazzy Jeff. Nah, it's not an Arsenal, so I'm going to save that one for later. Two. He says, Arsenal annual phobia has kicked in. The fear of winning trophies. Turkish. Arsenal working enough on set piece. I think we can do a bit more from set pieces, if I'm honest with you. It took us a little while to warm up on them yesterday. We get there quicker, we win that game. Stringer Belen says, Bruno in this current Arsenal team would be so broken. I know he has his flaws, but what he's elite at is what we need. Can't believe SAEED doesn't rate him. And Sports Genius adds, nah, all hail brother SAEED. He deserves it. This man has taken a lot of heat. Give that man his flowers now. Right now. Tamodinho says, we paid homage to Wenger for playing beautiful football on the carpet. He built instead of the haram ball being played week in, week out. If it delivers, it delivers. Hamza says, Turkish, how blessed are you that you weren't in the AFTV Yokeres video? That man is genuinely horrific. I swear Chelsea Timo was better than him.
Yeah, we haven't. There's a lot of evidence going. You know, if you lose this league, some men are going to have to fucking move to the North Pole or space or some shit, because there's a lot of shit that we've had to put up with and digest the last season. It's fucking ridiculous, to be fair.
It's true.
I forgot about them grown men running around with their hands across the face. That's sensational shit.
That was nuts.
I am actually glad I wasn't. G Scouser says, you know what, Saeed, I owe you an apology. I didn't say now, but I laughed hard. For me, tactics and mentality, they're the cause of safe, boring, dead attacks. Big up the panel as always. Hope you're all good. Likewise, my brother. Money May says, I'm an Arsenal fan, but you can't be 24 with a goatee and called a star boy, star man. Needs to start showing up, because right now he's Willie and Nani level. I mean, to be honest, the star boy tag has kind of left. I don't really hear people calling him that anymore. But then I'm not an ex and online like that. But you're right in terms of it's no more boy. It's well and truly man. So it needs to be levels up now. Kevin says, the thing about the game is that it was as much of United setting up robust for it and slowly getting their belief up as much as us making unforced errors and shitting our pants when it mattered. Yeah, it was a mix. United played well and they deserved the win, but you know, we helped them along their way. It's footy, not soccer, says Turkish. If Mikel doesn't get this attack firing, do you think this current approach is enough to get us over the line? If not, does he stay or go? Honestly, right now, is if this inconsistency continues, like in terms of, let's say the last 15 games, I'm not even talking about the last 3, but the last 10 games, let's say the last 10, it probably stretches where we've had a little patch, come back, had a little patch. If that continues and City don't improve, we win the league. If that continues, but City do improve, which sounds kind of like, you know, who am I, Einstein? But right now, I don't necessarily rely on us to do it in terms of take it now and run with it. We should have done that in the last 2 weeks. What I still rely upon is a little bit of Man City still being inconsistent. So yeah, it's a hard one to answer.
Who said Nani's Saka's better than Nani? Did anyone say that?
Someone said he's playing like Willie and Luis Nani level, as if to say Nani was miles clear of Willian in the Prem.
And Saka. Miles clear of Saka.
Okay.
Right.
I think Nani scored some wonderful long shots and some great goals, and and some lovely step overs. But now you guys are talking like Nani was world class. So
brother, he's levels.
Listen, after what SAEED said last week about the midfield, he can say what the fuck he wants, and I'm believing him.
It's great. This is great. He's a baller.
Saka's
William's better. William's better than Nani. That's what I'm saying.
No, he's not.
When I'm hearing clear and stuff, I'm just
not a chance. But let's not divert.
I'm sure Nani was a squad player, but
no. Nani became a starter at Manchester United.
He's a squad player as well, though. He's a squad player as well.
How would you know? It was before your time.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Alright, let's talk about
you're nasty, man. You always do that.
Finish the super chat.
He can't win the debate, so he says that.
Let's talk about.
I did win the debate. I told you, Nani was a starter.
Let's talk about.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's talk about Tottenham.
Sagar says corner goals used to be good headers from defenders like Puyol and Ramos. Arsenal corner goals literally pinball. You get it in any which way, brother. It's clear Arteta refuses to uncouple the press to get the right profiles in actual attacking positions. At all times, I'd rather hit the ball at a defender for a corner. Yeah, the balance ain't right. The only good part of this is there's a game in 2 days and not enough time for the team to get into their own heads. Dust yourselves off. Oh, well, up and it's meant to be off and go again. I mean, the form in the league has been a little while now, so it's not just a few days. So it would be well and truly in their heads, and they've just got to shake it off and improve. Baraf adds, SAEED venting generational trauma from being a United fan over the past decade. Hope Man can finally heal his pain with 2 results. He looks trigger happy.
Yo, Baraf, man, you weren't saying this today, man. Your energy's changed, yeah? Say less.
Quick question, SAEED, would you trade in Mbeumo for Saka? Steve, Semenyo, Grizz, Salah, Matisse, Esteval, world-class wear?
I wouldn't.
I'm not getting involved in this level.
I'm keeping Mbeumo.
I'm just gonna keep it stepping. Personally, I'm not involved.
United are getting carried away, says Precious. They beat City and Arsenal under Amarim. The problem has always been the lesser teams. Let's see if that's changed next weekend.
I agree. Fulham's a tougher test than the 2 that we've had.
Oh shit! Really?
But it's not a disrespect on the 2, but it's how you approach the game. You're going to be on the front foot. How do you deal with that? So,
what phase is Carrick in? A 4-point lead with 15 games to go. It's long for these scrubs. Mocktail Lab says Arsenal fans deflated. Manchester United. Question for panel: any way that Arsenal don't win the league? Everyone been poor, but this team also feels very mid. There's a chance, 100%. It's what we've talked about. 100. Both us and City is coulda, woulda, shoulda at the moment. If we did what we should have, we would have been clear. If City did it whilst we didn't, they would have been top of the league, I think, right now. But we both have had patches where
I think that's been the theme of the Premier League, man. Not on the title race, but if you look at even the top 4 race, you look at the guys below it, man. Like nobody's been consistent, bro. Apart from Villa, maybe. Nobody. So I think it's a theme of the league, bro, rather than anything.
It's a bit tighter. How can Arsenal spend nearly 200 M's on 3 strikers and go 0 for free? Carrick versus inferior teams. Let's see if he can make us the protagonist. Great so far. Grafter Rad SAEED says that we should be humble and stop guessing our team. This is the same SAEED that will do vids after Arsenal wins, calling us scary.
I ain't done a video in a while calling you scary, so there's no, you know what I mean?
Soon. Chris says SAEED needs to calm down. Like this honeymoon phase hasn't happened 5 times before, followed by a fall. Arteta and the boys need to lock in. Completely agree. 17.
Listen, it's a good time. It's a good time right now with United. It's one of them ones we've been suffering, you know what I mean, under Amarin. And all it is a release right now. You know what I mean? That's it. And I mean, we might get humbled on the weekend. It's the football, innit? But I'm not going to change the way I was, you know, in them 2 games. It is what it is, man. You have to, if you want the smoke, you get it. Simple.
In Clyso says, whatever. Guna's 17th in the Prem in open play goals. Set piece FC. Turkish in his feelings because SAEED dropped truth bombs on his $10,000 head top. They never learn. Sounds like a United.
I can't lie, Turkish. That fucking wig of yours is sensational.
I know they've done well. I can't even I did it for the bag.
All I'm going to say is now, if I win the lottery I'm having my house carpeted in your fucking hair. I want to get out of bed in the morning. I want to get out of bed in the morning and just jump on your hair and just feel it in between my feet and think, yeah,
you know when I put my hat, on now, I gotta just fucking
relax.
It's all mad.
Telling you,
and I did it for the bag, and I got a hairline with it. So hey, I don't mind. John says, and I don't care. John says Rice captain shies away from responsibility, can't receive on the half turn, no through ball, and slows our game down. None of those reasons, if they are true, are reasons for him not to be captain, if I'm honest with you. None of them really relate to a captaincy, apart from shies away from responsibility, which he doesn't do, in my opinion. I don't think he was good yesterday, but he was just there, which is not good enough by his standards. This is Arsenal. I won't be content with a running and set-piece merchant in midfield. I don't know, man. When I get into, I say man, just one guy. We need to talk about our captain, Martin. There's too many games he goes missing as our captain. When was our last game that he played like a leader? I agree. Brought him up, so hopefully.
But you look at Odegaard when he plays for Norway, and you've seen him with Hurling, yeah, and the runs Hurling makes, and he always finds him. And I just think I see him looking. He's looking to unlock, and there's just nothing there for him. So he goes wide with it all the time. You've got if there's a guy up front with movement. I always said that I always said, and I stick by it, Sesko would have been a better striker for Arsenal with me. It's about movement. You've got two players in midfield that need someone in front of them that moves. You can't have a static target. Otherwise, the ball's got to go wide for them to put it in and the target man to head it. He doesn't even run, Gyökeres. He doesn't make that run for Odegaard to thread that ball through, you know what I mean? And Odegaard at the minute, I think he's a great player, by the way. And I'd take him at City because I think in our midfield, with Big Erling, he'd be fucking unbelievable for us.
I think Odegaard, with or without Gyökeres, he's playing like a coward. That's the problem. He's playing like a coward. He's not forcing.
He's got the options though, Toby. To in front of him, he unlocks the door.
Well, what we watch these games on the mob. Gyökeres or no Gyökeres, there's space. It opens up. He doesn't drive into the space. The shot. The space opens up to shoot. He doesn't take the shot. Space opens up to pass. He doesn't take up the pass. He holds onto the ball. He dwells and he lets the teams get back into their shape. The fact of the matter is he has played poorly the last year and a half. And the level that he set in the 22-23 season and the 23-24 season, he's miles off that. So much so that you have to even evaluate whether he was that good to begin with. Because 2 years ago, we were talking about this guy. Turkish was right. He was literally after... Obviously, Kevin De Bruyne's clear, but after Kevin De Bruyne, it was him and maybe one or two others that were meant to be like, oh, next up, PFA Player of the Year contender, playing out of his skin. Bro, the performances the last year and a half, it doesn't matter who plays in front of him. He fundamentally is not playing well enough. He just isn't.
I think he's got to be braver. I do think he's got to try things. I think there's a lot in that team that are scared of making a mistake. I see Arsenal sometimes, it's a little bit like City used to be. Very, very passive, side to side, backwards. Yeah, it is. It comes from him. I understand that, and I've seen it. But you look at City now this season. We're conceding more, and we're losing more games. But it's like Turkey in that are allowed to sort of be a little bit dynamic. You know what I mean? In previous years, Pep wouldn't have allowed it. Do you know what I mean? But now, I like Odegaard, but like you say, I think at the minute, there's a lot of problems going on and everyone's focusing on different things. And, we'll just have to see how it goes.
No cohesion in our attack right now. You could, like I said, I think Odegaard deserves, the microscope in terms of, analysis, but we can do that for every one of the attackers.
We've seen Eze at Crystal Palace be the player he was. We all thought on this panel that when Eze was signed for, that is a great addition to that team. Even if he's coming off the bench 20-30 minutes, Eze is going to do some damage. He's coming on and he's starting. Obviously the Spurs game he was outstanding, but you look at him and he looks very safe and very calm, and he's not doing what he did. He's not getting in them pockets where he should be getting, and it's weird at the minute. Like you say, there's no fluidity with the attack. It's get the ball to the wing. If you can't cross it, smash it off from someone's legs, get a corner. That's how I feel like Arsenal was playing at times. It's a bit weird.
Nia says, and it says it's 1 of 2, but I couldn't find the 2 of 2, so apologies. Big up the Big Six, best show on YouTube. I watch every show, but never comment. But Big Turk, you were talking spicy about other man holding D. I can't finish the comment. And funny that your first comment is is about me and the draws. That's what we call them around here. We call them draws, not these. We have to grow up a little bit. But yeah, big up. Kalen says, do you all seriously believe that a half-decent manager couldn't create a competent attack at a Saka, Trossard, Martinelli, Odegaard, Gyökeres, Jesus, and Madueke? We're really going to sit here and think these are all just shit players.
The manager definitely, the manager definitely needs to get more out of that attack for sure. But come on, Jesus is washed. Gyökeres has been flat out garbage. And Madueke was never a good enough signing to begin with. He's literally just a body. He's a body to play some games so Saka doesn't have to get ran into the ground. But guess what? Saka's still getting ran into the ground because when Madueke starts, you have to take him off because he's not impacting the game enough. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look, Kalen, I've brought it back to Arteta every time we've either tried to talk about Odegaard, Gyökeres, because ultimately it is him. But even the question you ask, I think if those 7 players, if you tell me, all right, they're all fit, firing, where's the best position they can finish? And I take other great Premier League teams that have won it into account, it ain't top 2. It ain't top 2, that's for sure. It's a debate for 3-4. That attack is missing. It's missing a Maverick, number 1, and it's missing maybe a boss as well in terms of I'm the man in this attack. I think, you know, the accusations that were too nice coming out in the last 24 hours or so, I think that is very accurate. I think we have nasty guys in defense. I think we have nastiness in midfield. We ain't got no nastiness in attack. And I think you need a bit of nastiness. I think you just need that to, I don't know, to get better. So yeah, hopefully we see it. But big super chat, big love for the love. Like, hype, subscribe, people. I'm going to continue nearly wrapping up with the Arsenal ones, and then we'll keep it moving. And United. League Cup final could be crucial for Premier League. Arsenal win could be the catalyst to get over the line. City win, it could break Arsenal. Big one coming up. But listen, Matisse is telling me Chelsea's in with a shout, so that we're going to talk about that real soon, people. So don't go anywhere. Maverick says Arsenal scored more goals than United with a worse attack and midfield. By your logic, Grimsby Town midfield is better than United's. Turkish, can you think of a 5 90-minute? No. I mean, even if you said 3 90-minute performances, it's tough. 90 minutes being key here. Because Atletico was more second half, Newcastle more second half. Bayern Munich, it was 15 of the first half, all of the second, so 60 of that game. A 90-minute performance, probably Tottenham, Aston Villa at the Emirates, probably. But yeah, few and far between. The attack is on Arteta, says LFC, not the players. As Pep said, it's impossible to play well if you don't play through the middle. Arteta won't, because he's scared of counters. And Kevin adds, even as a City fan, have to respect Maguire. That man went through so much shit and just got on with it and shown a great attitude. That's a fair comment. Fair comment. The
I think he's leaving Maguire at the end of the season.
I don't know. It depends. If he lowers his contract, he might stay. So yeah, it all depends on the wages, man. But I'd be happy for him to stay another year. Yeah, my experience.
I've heard he's leaving, but we'll see.
Yeah, maybe. Now that there's teams that need centre backs, but
fair play to him though. That guy is it. I said it a few weeks back. I think we mentioned it on here. Like, the guy deserves a lot of credit. He was hung out to dry.
Yeah,
his career looked like it was over, and he's come back and he's getting back
on
at
with
it.
it. Just on with it. Just
fair play. Fair play to him.
Yeah.
The Huss says everyone had their laugh at the United squad. Everyone had their laugh at United. The squad is good, better recruitment recently, and a few windows away from challenging. Cunha shits on Eze. Arsenal humbled. Yeah, he's just running away with it. Easy to blame Zubi and Martin when Rice hides from the ball. He's an 8. We need more than running and set pieces in an Arsenal midfield. This is not West Ham Football Club, bro. Do you every great midfield in world football, and not every, let me not say every, because some midfield 3s and midfield 2s had everything, but most great midfields had facilitators, or it had a player that is there to make the other player better or give the other player a platform. Do you understand what I'm saying here? So I get what you're saying in terms of Rice is not the guy you want on the ball in the final third in tight spaces, and maybe he's not looking for it there as much as he should. But to doubt Rice in terms of look at football now, look at what it is, and look at what he brings. It's like saying, "Oh, don't start." And I'm not comparing the two. I'm taking our great midfield. You know, let's say Gilberto and Vieira. It's like asking Gilberto or saying Gilberto shouldn't start because just outside the box he's not good enough. Like, what are we doing here? Like, you know, you can't pick out something the guy's not really meant for and then say he doesn't do this, when the reality is players need to. Odegaard is meant to be the guy for that more. Zubamendi is meant to be the guy for that more than Rice in that midfield. That's for sure. In terms of technique and, you know, tight spaces, neat passing, you know, Rice is the engine. Credit to Man United, said Raven. They deserve the win. The next 2 weeks are important for Arsenal. They could go 10 points clear of City, but could be behind them. I think we will win the league. Come on, you Gunners. City may not be the same City, but Arsenal are the same old Arsenal. We'll see. We'll see which one prevails, Andre. Chris says, big up. Some Arsenal fans spent all week telling us they'd beat 08 United and they couldn't even beat 26 United. Not even safe in your own ends. Why didn't Martinelli come on? Set pieces can't be your plan A. Yeah, that was frustrating. Martinelli's got more credit in the bank than Madueke. Saka wouldn't have needed to move out of position, but he chose Madueke. 60 mil, you bought him, so I get that you chose him, but it's not making sense. Delta says, Matisse, Toby, SAEED hugged so hard they turned into the human centipede. Matisse is the head, Toby's the body, and yeah, the rest is the rest. Check the profile. You lot was moving mad. Don't ever ask me again. Yeah, you man. Matisse, don't ever ask me again moving forward. Why are you like this? Why are you doing this? How shameful, how shameless. You man, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Shut up, man. Just hosting it, man.
You know, it's a good day. Yeah, you know, it's a good day on the mob.
That was one of the day on the mob. Yeah.
Hey, SAEED, you know, it's a good day on the mob when you see the Somalian moon, innit? As soon as I seen the moon come out, I thought, you know what?
That's it. No, it's mad. Mad and done, yeah.
Crazy.
It'll be a full moon tonight.
This is the first time that a team has been top of the Prem in late Jan, where you could argue not a single attacking player is having a very good season. It's not an argument; it's a fact. Trossard the closest, but it's not very good. It's good. Pep is the biggest troll, even saying that when Arsenal are top of the league and Champions League, being best team in the world, he is still dishonest about it. The big six: first in the league, second in the league, fourth in the league, fifth in the league, sixth in the league, and 14th in the league. Football heritage. We've got way too many cucks in our fan base, said Jamal, pandering for rival attention. Yesterday was embarrassing, criticism justified, but fans throwing in the towel. Put your bollocks on the table or stay quiet. When they're set, big up, my guy. Microwave Palmer says, when their set pieces don't work, who has been the better player on the pitch, Saka or Rice? You can't have your best attacker depend on set pieces for GA. Rice would probably be the answer. But I get your point. Big up you all. I'm a United fan, but I have to admit, Big Steve is elite viewing. Absolute cinema. Buzzing with that result. Fulham next. Let's see. Big up. Let's be honest. Has a weak captain won the league. A captain consistently hooked in big games. Odegaard epitomizes the current Arsenal team. Frail, no bite. Aesthetics versus results. It's the same old debate since the beginning of football. I don't like how Arsenal play currently, but to be fair, after 22 years, I can understand the pragmatism thinking from the club. Yeah, just get over the line now. Arsenal don't score goals. They just stand near corners and politely wait for defenders to betray physics. All right. Yesterday was anti-football versus football, or all of old, which is why everyone was happy. United, what is United football now? Yeah, fucking hell. It is crazy, but big up, man. SAEED, big up.
Listen.
Oh no, I'm joking. You're football still. You are. Total to Joga Bonita, bro. Man United. Nazin says, unfortunately, Arteta is down very bad with our attacking play for the last few years. That is why we can't score from open play. He has to fix that issue or else we won't win the league. We miss Partey. He locks the ops. Teta needs to play Marino up front, and Jesus has subbed till Kai is fit. Eze on the left wing for invention to keep Odegaard when Rice moves to 6. Arsenal poised to get Champions League, then Premier League, in my opinion. Oh, you think the order of winning things. Listen, I'm just looking at the league. That's what I'm looking at. And you know, I wouldn't say I've not taken a chance. Of course you take that. We ain't never had it. But yeah, Rishab adds, just as Chelsea have been one of the worst teams to win the champs in 2012, 2021, will this Arsenal team be the worst to win a Prem if they do win it? We find out at the end of the season, Rishab. Hold your horses, buddy. You have to see the stats, the facts, and how many trophies come out with it. Trader says Bayern lost at home to a team in 13th. Barca, Madrid, and PSG all inconsistent. Football is extremely competitive, and we should not worry about these results and need to give the key to Eze. It's hard not to worry when all the teams you mentioned there and Man City and Liverpool in the league, these are all teams that have won multiple stuff over the years. Do you get it? So they've had their moment where they've looked around and it might not be as good as it's been, like Liverpool maybe when they won the league. Oh, City ain't as good. Or when City a couple. Oh, they're not as good. This is the time it feels like it should be where we win it because we are the best. You know, we look around and think, all right, it's our time now. So I get that whole look around in football, but look around. All those clubs, they win. They win year in, year out. Something. Hate being right. Get Enrique. We walk this shit league. Protest walkouts must be done. This manager and top gooners need to go. 6 years wasted. Arteta out. That one from Arsenal FC, not Arteta FC. Couple more here from Scouts. G Scouts saying also, how has no journal asked Arteta attack? Where is the fluidity and can you bring it back? Like the entire footballing world won't put these managers on the spot for their flaws. Love for the journalists are not journalists anymore. They're there and they're trying to get, you know, in with the clubs and in with the FA and league. And that's what it is. Because you are right, it is frustrating. Because a couple of times in the press conference, Arteta would say, look against Inter, how good we was, how attacking we was. And then now we struggle. But the next question is, well, Inter came out to play against you. You've had a problem with teams that have set the low block. You've spent 180 mil. You've got players like Eze, Gyökeres. Why can you not unlock them and then remove that whole Inter thing? Because yes, against Inter, we were cold. One of the best performances of the season. But that's a team that wanted something more out of the game, in my opinion. Like, listen, United's probably not the best example. Forest and Liverpool more so. But United weren't exactly creating an abundance of chances against us. And last one here saying Arteta is not the man. Tottenham, what new polls await thee? That is the last one. Big up the community. I've got every single one I've got here in a couple member chats as well, but I'm going to save them and save any other super chats for the end of the show. Jazzy Jeff, I got yours there. So listen, like, hype, subscribe, individual channels, description below. Show some love all around people. And let's keep it moving. I don't know, man.
Should go to GRIZZ next because he's sleeping.
Yeah, we should go to GRIZZ next. We should. You're going to be sleeping soon as well?
Yeah, but you're just going to say just win, and then that's your analysis.
And then they're not going to win. Uncle, man, you had a chance to close the gap by 3 points this weekend, and you failed.
Close the gap?
Yeah, we lost at the top of the league. You could have won and closed the gap by 3 points.
Crazy.
What a nasty way to start my section. An absolute nasty way.
And Grizz, just so you know, our 33 minutes on Arsenal. Yeah, that is the record. Not Liverpool.
That is, yeah.
Our 33 minutes, bro. I'm billing it and gone. Don't ask where I am in 7 minutes, bro.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You held it well. Hold that, as they say, as the youngsters say.
Now you hold something. Pause.
No, we don't need to hold nothing, man. Listen, there's a storm brewing. All the weathermen are predicting storm and winter is coming tomorrow or this week. And it's already there at Liverpool, man. I don't know what else to say anymore. You lot used to hear me talk about mentality giants. We're mentality mice. From mentality giants to mentality mice, man. And it's sad to see. A few weeks ago, I was talking about, third is comfy. Fourth is comfy. You know, worst case scenario, because fifth gets into Champions League, right, this year. Top 5, innit? Yeah. So I thought, all right, fifth is comfy. It ain't comfy. Nothing's comfy for Liverpool right now. It's really, really not comfy. It's very, very hard watch. The players don't look. There's a disconnect from the very top to the players, to the fans, to the coach. And if you haven't got that connect, you can never be successful. City will tell you, Liverpool will tell you, and now Arsenal probably will end up telling you that there has to be a connection throughout. At Liverpool, there isn't, lads. And you're seeing it and you're watching it. We can't handle adversity. The slightest thing that goes against us, if someone pushes us, barges us, you're talking about, people are talking about Arsenal and nice guys and all that, yeah? Liverpool are the softest team you're ever likely to see. I hate the softness in Liverpool. You guys know I've been always talking about the dogs, the big dogs, because we had the big dogs. These guys are absolute poodles. The poodles. Hey, poodle. Every single one is a poodle. No one's got any bite again apart from Szoboszlai. No one makes an effort. No one's out there fighting for the shirt. Nothing. It is abysmal to watch. Abysmal to watch at the moment. We were comfy. And then they scored and that's it. And then they score again. We didn't even get the ball out of play for 7 minutes to let our other player on. And they conceded the second goal. The first goal was horrific. You lot can go to town on Virgil. It was a stinker.
What was he trying to do there? Do you know what he was trying to do?
That was SAEED. Man's trying to put the ball out the air, innit? Like he's casual in it when he does that, some shit like that.
Already defended.
Huh?
Already defended, that's what they call it.
Yeah. So, and then they score whilst Gomez is injured because we haven't got the, what's the word I'm looking for? Shithousery or whatever you want to call it, sharpness of the brain to put the ball out of play so the player can come on. What are you doing? What's the coach doing? What's his assistant doing? What are the players, the leaders doing? Why aren't they saying foul someone, kick the ball out, stop the fucking play, make the referee blow the whistle so we can get 11 men? It's dumb. We're a dumb football team at the moment. We're stupid. We're really stupid and it's showing. And I'm not going to lie, qualifying for the Champions League is going to be a mad struggle. And that's embarrassing before you lot say anything else. It's embarrassing and I'm embarrassed. So have a field day. Ops. Liverpool are crumbling right now. Obviously, the next question you're probably going to ask, I'll save time because we've got a bit over time with the Arsenal game, is the slot future. You're not going to ask me the same question you lot asked me a few weeks ago, whatever, when we were at the mob. Does Slot need to go? And at the time, I was like, you know, right now, he absolutely has to go. When will he go? I have a very strong feeling, unless we lose, let's say 2 out of the next 4, something like that, I think they're going to relieve him of his duties or call it mutual consent at the end of the year. But if he does go, I know we've spoken to Steven Gerrard. And that's the thing. If we've spoken to Steven Gerrard, that means we're thinking about it. So Steven Gerrard for the interim, and you know the name on everyone's lips for the summer. But right now it's weak. It's pathetic. I'm sorry. I called them the big dogs.
Who's the name? Xabi Alonso.
Xabi Alonso. Yeah.
Hey, Xabi.
Right, he's available now, though.
Exactly. Why wait?
He wants a little time out. So you guys know that every club.
Is he all right? He just managed 20 games for Real. What time out do you want, brother? Get back to fucking work.
Vinicius gave him mental trauma, innit? And all that. Mental trauma. But you know how every country has a journalist that's the top dog. So Spain's is Jose Felix Diaz, who's one of the top journalists of Spain. He says, not me, he says, quote, sources indicate Alonso has been approached and is up for joining them at Liverpool Football Club. But right now, this man's in charge. He needs to fix up, because if we don't get Champions League, yeah, I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
I think. Listen, I don't want you lot to do what's best, and I don't care for you lot to do what's best. But I think you're best off him coming in now in a season where you're kind of, you know, you kind of said Champions League football would be good because of the situation we're in. I think that gives him the platform to work it all out for 4 months instead of coming in the summer to maybe a Man City side that rejuvenated with a or maybe a new Luis Enrique coming in.
And not
Us
only
maybe
that, Turkish,
champion.
not only that, Spurs might be looking for a manager. City might be looking for a manager.
Spurs are not your competition.
No, I'm just saying a lot of clubs out there might be looking for a manager as well. And we know he's going to be probably number one on everyone's list. So we can't lose the moment as well. And that's why I think the Liverpool board are in two minds like shit. We blink, we lose him.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, but you've never lost a manager or a player to Tottenham. So let's not pretend like that's a problem.
Well, do you think you've got the team? Yeah. Do you think you've got the team for Xabi Alonso, or do you think you've got the team for Isak? I mean, sorry, man said Isak. For Xabi Alonso, or do you think you have the team for Luis Enrique? Because I think because you've got pretty much ready-made players, right? And hella experience in there. Luis Enrique is probably the better fit for you, and Xabi Alonso is probably the better fit for City in terms of City having a lot of youngsters to work with right now.
If you're asking me, as a layman who doesn't know the mad intricacies of coaching of the highest caliber, if you're asking me, top of my head, I'm taking Luis Enrique all day long. If Liverpool fans think Xabi Alonso's football is going to be Klopp-style football, Gegen pressing, heavy metal, bang, 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 crash, bang, wallop, then for a rude awakening. Xabi Alonso is very, very much the Pep school of football. The slow, methodical build-up, tiki-taka, passing, possession. You know, so whereas Enrique, I think, is probably much more of an all-rounder in terms of coaching ability, adaptable, and the track record goes before him as well. So if you're asking me, Luis Enrique, do any of us see Luis Enrique leaving PSG? I don't know. I doubt it. You never know.
I think he's rumored to.
Yeah.
No, there was rumors that he refused a contract, but he denied that. He hasn't. He hasn't
3
refused
years.
it.
3 years there, 3 titles, including a treble. You've done what you need to do in France.
I hear that.
Like,
How much
England
can you
is
do in France? How much can you do in France?
Yeah,
And the next
you
step
can't do
is
no more.
Premier League. But
Yeah.
as I said, in the next year or so, Steve doesn't think Pep's leaving. But let's just see, Pep's got another year. The situation at Man United is not resolved unless they give it to Carrick. Liverpool, we don't know about Chelsea. They might be looking for a new manager next year. So it's
Don't worry about us. Don't worry.
the next stage,
Don't Enrique's contract and Pep's contract finish at the same time?
same time.
Yeah, it does.
City are your biggest problem. City are your biggest problem because City,
that could be the one.
Their ownership, they want instant success. They're not buying Semenyo and Mark Gurhey for 5 years or 4 years. They want to win now. They want to win the league. So Enrique,
I think it's obvious Enrique comes to the Premier League next.
Enrique,
and I
for Pep
agree.
is
I
seamless.
agree. City are the favourites. I agree. Like without any knowledge or inside information, if we just look at it from a footballing point of view and the name and the tag, because after Pep you need a Don. Like after Pep you need someone of the highest caliber. And I think that will probably be Luis Enrique, which means I think it will probably be Xabi Alonso for Liverpool.
The only thing about Enrique is from what I see, he doesn't really like to play with strikers. But maybe Haaland is the exception because he's Haaland, but he doesn't like to play with strikers. He prefers
Haaland be at Madrid by then anyway.
He tends to go with false nines and midfielders in striker and all these.
If Haaland goes Madrid, we'll have Mbappe, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, swapsies.
I think Enrique would love Haaland because I think Dortmund Haaland is Enrique's dream striker. There's someone quick in the transition, can run with the ball, work into spaces. I think he works well with Haaland, if I'm honest. I just think obviously we're thinking of Haaland what he is now, but I think Enrique probably gets something else out of him.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be shocked. As I said, I don't think Enrique's tied to one system or one philosophy or one way of playing. Obviously, the principles are always the same for these great managers, but I think Enrique's quite flexible, man, quite adaptable.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's do super chats because we are running limited on time, so it's kind of hard to delve more into it. And I think we say what we say about Slot every week anyway. When Slot leaves, says Michael Palmer, Gakpo needs to leave with him. This guy gets away with it, but he's so shit at left wing. Even the basics, he's like Robben with a Gyökeres brain. What kind of a description is that?
That's crazy.
Rico says, Grizz, blow your nose, number 1. And 2, is Van Dijk still the best defender in the league? Blow your nose.
No, he's not. He's not the best defender in the league, man. He's not. Of course not.
Who is the best defender in the league right now?
Saliba.
Saliba.
Saliba, Gabriel, one of them. One of them.
Are we saying one game against United, we've changed our minds about who the best defender?
But remember SAEED.
You man are moving. You man are, yeah, but you man, for even asking, you man are crazy. You man are moving mad. How you man are moving mad?
It's Maguire. It's Maguire. Lissandro, yeah. LFC says, if we don't get rid of him before the end of the season, we won't get top 5. Never mind top. The issues are all on him. All on him. IP less so, but it's all on him.
Basically, OOP means out of possession. It's the new terms these days.
What means out of possession? IP.
OOP, and then in possession means IP.
How do you know?
I thought you were telling me to.
Like Griezmann, I can't lie.
When I need to know.
He's out here on these internet streets, but I was gonna say oop. I don't think it was.
No, it's not OOP. That's tactical talk, man. OOP.
Cop to oop.
Yeah, I can flex it when I want to, but you know what I mean. I don't want to.
Gotta be humble sometimes, isn't
it? The
all right, cool. Liverpool out of the way for now. But yeah, let us move it on. Saeed would say Sherry Maguire. Big up the super chats coming in. Still got Jazzy Jeff's one there. Cool. Next up, I mean, Chelsea won nicely. Tottenham held, but I'm just tired of talking about them. They shouldn't even be here.
Tottenham will lie. It's actually the same stuff every week.
Get rid of me then.
No, not talking about that. Just,
if he's saying get rid of him, I mean, that's a good chance for us to maybe revamp the show.
Yeah, revamp it and get rid of me.
I got a good Villa fan.
Please get him on. I'll get my Monday evening. I'll get to sleep.
You get to sleep. All right, cool. Don't miss us when you're gone, bro. Don't miss us. Don't be watching the show and
I'll watch. Just do it though.
Stop. You know that Neymar video. You know that Neymar clip.
Listen. What else is left? Man City beat Wolves. I mean, that was light work. That was Chelsea. That was a good away win, but Palace are on the ropes. And brothers, talk to me. Which one? Which one is what?
I think we're skimming through all of these, but
I think so.
Thomas Frank is more relevant though, man, because at the end of the day, they're tired.
I want you to say it.
Thomas Frank
and keep it real.
And Tottenham, I mean, that there is becoming. We're talking relegation potentially. Scrap.
Nah, man.
Yes.
It's only
bro,
games.
Bro, I've now seen enough. And the fixtures coming up, and the constant injuries, because every time they overplay and overuse the players that are available now, they get injured, and it's just a snowball effect. Yes. So it's not only an injury crisis, it's a manager that's out of his depth now and doesn't inspire anyone, doesn't seem to have a grip of anything. Yeah. And bruh, I think it's a conversation now. It's getting there. Because remember, the promoted teams are much better this year. I'm seeing fight down that
Matisse, you're right.
If I told you,
look at the fixtures.
Leeds were level on points with us today, brother.
Matisse, you heard me. But you know what the beauty of football is, isn't it, lads? Look, you're right. I just looked at the fixtures, and it's depressing if you're a Spurs fan. But we've seen Wolves go on a little bit of a revival. Yeah. We've seen West Ham go on a little bit of a revival.
Bro, Burnley are unbeaten in 4.
Football's mad though, but
Leeds have like 1 defeat in the last 11 or 12. Like, teams are actually down there picking up points. West Ham, 3 wins out of the last 3. West Ham, 3 wins out of the last 3. These teams behind Tottenham are moving.
Exactly. And Matisse, and if I was to ask Steve this and Thomas Frank, Steve would say those squads are better than us, and that we have no right to be annoyed that Leeds are going to be level on points with us and whatnot. I'm just tired of talking about it.
Matisse, you say West Ham win after win or whatever you just said. Yeah. Tottenham are 8 points clear of them, bro. That's testament to how well Frank is doing down there.
Yeah, man. He's clear.
Damn, you're nasty. You're nasty.
I'm not saying fuck all about Tottenham. because we've got Tottenham at weekend. So I'm saying fuck all about
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. Nah, Steve, relax, man.
Go check their record, though. Go check their record against City. It's spooky.
No, that's about to get back. That's
normally cash money for us, but he'll probably lose it. So it's whatever, man.
If you beat us at weekend, he needs sacking. Simple as that.
We have to beat you at the weekend. We have to.
Yeah, but your fan base is already cheering for City again.
I don't think they are. I think no, people don't want to get relegated, brother. So we need to win that game.
No, there's enough other games to survive, man. You need to lose this one.
I'm saying we need
to lose next week as well, please.
Sit down.
This manager's
now we need a couple of points, man. Have you got them next as well? Anyone got them next? We got them in a couple of weeks. So yeah, man. Please.
And the thing is, they should have lost. I mean, they got that late goal at the end, but they
we shouldn't have lost. We recreated enough to have not lost that game, but it's poor. It's Burnley. You should be going there wiping the floor with them. It's poor. It's flipping.
The way Van de Ven got sent was mad. Like, I know he scored a good goal, but that's not. You can't be doing that, man. He's got to be. Yeah, it
can happen. Players get done. It can happen. It's
just like
it's obviously we know the glaring issues and the problems, man. We know 2 centre-backs scoring your goals again.
Yeah.
Colomwani looking like he's on his way out. You know,
they need to cut that loan short. He's been rubbish, absolutely rubbish recently. Get rid of him.
Tell, I don't want to speak. If I speak, you know, you lot think.
Speak on Tell. Tell came on and did it well. Like I'm tired of this Tell.
I'm gonna say.
Honestly, I'm actually sick of it. When it comes to Tottenham, I'm so sick of people talking about Odegaard and Tell. It's pathetic. There are men who are starting.
How was Gallagher? How's Gallagher?
How do you think he was? He was fucking shit. He was rubbish. How do you think he was?
I like
he was
him.
Rubbish.
He'll turn into Didier Deschamps at weekend against us.
Didier Deschamps, that's a good shot, you know. I don't know, man. I don't know why you're not going for Mateta, man. Nottingham Forest are now apparently looking at, bro, Mateta's the one.
He's actually shit. I'll say it again.
That's crazy.
He's a good. I think he's a good striker, but he's not. There's just been something about his game at times this season. He's just missing too many chances.
But still, you know what he's capable of, man. Good hold-up play, good link-up play.
But we've got good hold-up in Solanke. We've got good link-up in Solanke. We need killers. We need killers. Lookman's out there. Man, not telling me about Mateta. Go get Lookman. We need a starting left winger. Go and get Ademola Lookman.
100%.
Would Lookman join you right now? Would Lookman want to go to Tottenham?
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to defend Tottenham here. I'm going to defend Tottenham here. No. I'm going to defend Tottenham here. I think Lookman's. That's about his level next. Coming up back to the Premier League, point to proof. He could be your, you know, it's not savior, but I think you should go.
We spent more on Conor Gallagher, for heaven's sake, man. Like honestly, just this useless club, just going for washed guys in Robertson, going for bang average players.
Deal's off though, yeah.
They're desperate. They're desperate for us to be. They're desperate for us to be West Ham. So they're gonna get their wish. They're keeping this guy in a job, and I'm tired talking about this team. I just want to go to bed and forget about them for the next couple of hours.
Safe, bro.
Perfect timing. Let me see what super chats are about Tottenham. One from Jazzy Jeff saying, Toby, son, is it fair to say you embody the spirit of a chair located in the corner of a hotel room, given you'll happily watch Spurs get ploughed by Alpha City next week to fulfill your agenda?
What?
That is crazy. Let him.
This guy's a flipping weirdo, bro. Absolute weirdo.
Welcome back, Jazzy Jeff. Welcome back.
That's why Turkish saves his chat for the last one.
No, it's relevant for this section, no? Tobes and Tottenham section.
Not relevant. I've just told you I'm looking for 3 points. If there was 6 points on the table, I'd want 6. I couldn't give a shit about the title race next Saturday. I need us to win.
Really?
Yes. What do you mean, really? Yes. When was the last time we've won? When was the last time we've won at home?
They're at home, man.
Why would I want Tottenham to lose this game? Why would I?
Too early to be doing all of that anyway.
There you go, Jazzy. You got your answer. You expect the unexpected. He's on it Sunday. Snooker Stone says, can't wait for Spurs to turn into 0-2 Brazil against us like always. We are Dr. Tottenham to Tottenham.
Let's get it cracking, please. Come on, Man City. Do what you do best at our ground, please. We need the win.
Not happy with Robbo or Connor. Tobes, are you ever happy? Spurs could sign Messi or even Homelander Pinaldo, and you would say they're both crap. Frank has you 5th in the Champions League. Can you relax and give him some time?
Just end the show and these trolls, you know, it's just boring, man. Just end the show, please. I'm tired.
Bro, I don't think he spent £10 to troll, bro.
He's trolling.
I don't think so.
I think he is.
What makes you think that?
His comment.
Brother, I don't think so. Okay. Maybe the Messi part, obviously. The Messi part's that's exaggerating. All right, cool.
What's table saying now? Anything, Warning?
The prediction table. You, Matisse, and SAEED all got correct scores. So this is how the table looks now.
Oh, extension.
Yeah.
Extension.
The biggest change is at the bottom where GRIZZ got 5 points and TOBS only got 1. So TOBS is now 12 clear of GRIZZ.
Matisse, I see you.
Up, GRIZZ. We go, GRIZZ. We run.
I see you.
We run, brother. Gallop.
So, and I see you have no chips left.
Bro, I told you these chips ain't shit, bro.
Oh, yeah?
You man all saving up your chips like idiots, bro. Use them and move on. Yeah, man, move on. Move on with your life, man. I'm telling you with these chips.
Toby, can you do something to it, please?
For audio listeners, I'm top on 74, SAEED second on 73, Steve's in third on 65, Matisse has 62, GRIZZ on 60, and TOBS on 48 points. Obviously heavily deducted this year for disciplinary reasons. So yeah, with 10 correct scores.
TOBS, have you given up?
Disciplinary reasons.
What did you say?
TOBS, have you given up?
No. This clown talking about disciplinary reasons.
Are you gonna use a chip or what?
Look, his camera's gone off. Disciplinary again. Part 3. This is it. Can't even finish a show. I added while we wait for TOBS. Enrique plays with strikers. PSG have so many wingers, and to control Dembele's injuries, also being 2-footed, adapted well as a centre forward. Big up Ike. And Mohammed says, Matisse, I'm aware we have issues in centre back and wings, except Esteval. But if you had to invest heavy in one, which would you prioritize? Much love from South Africa, and big up Lyle Foster.
I'd say left wing. Yeah, left wing. We need to.
Garnacho not good enough.
What do you think?
Start. Look at the time. Don't look at the time.
What do you think?
Matisse.
Very good.
Okay, you want him back?
Leave it, Garnacho.
Cool. Well, I think Steve kind of rolled in the City stuff with the Arsenal stuff. Do you want to add anything, Steve, on the Wolves game?
No. It was we just needed to get a win after the week we had. So Mamouche getting on the score sheet. He needs to start stepping it up now. This season he's been obviously with AFCON, etc. He's not been there, so he needs to start taking the burden off Haaland. Semenyo again with a goal, another good goal. I think City are just trying to find his strengths. I think he's similar to the way Salah was at Liverpool. If you get the ball over to him quick and he's got that one-on-one with a fullback, then he's mustard. But, you know, there was times we were too slow giving him the ball and he had 3 or 4 men to get through, but he's getting there. And Mark Gay on his debut, I mean, he just brought a bit of a level of calmness to us that we haven't had. We've been a bit erratic with Max Alain and Kusanov. It's been a bit scary. But everyone just seemed to be calm with him. You know what I mean? I think he's going to be a great signing for that money. So, and we got the win. You know, Wolves, they're doomed in my opinion, but they are better than what they have been. You know what I mean? They are fighting a little bit and just about getting the points, and we got them. So we're all eyes on Spurs now.
Yeah, I watched large chunks of it. I mean, you had that shot that hit the bar as well on his left, innit?
Yeah, like I say, I think Gay sprayed a ball over to him one point, quick, and he was on it, and he loves space to gallop into. But then, if you see teams packed in, he seems a little bit reluctant to do anything. He just wants to keep it moving. Whether Pep's told him that, I don't know. But I mean, he's doing all right at the minute. So yeah, got to keep on going.
Matisse, Chelsea. I mean, it doesn't seem like you want to really
No, I do. I just wanted Tobes to get out his emotions and talk it out. But
could be here
yeah, yeah, routine win for us, man. Palace are in poor form. Manager wants to leave. Striker wants to leave. Captain's dipped. So we just had to do a professional job, and that was our best performance under Rossini so far. First half, very strong. Second half, very strong. Complete performance. Yes, we conceded a goal. People are talking about that, and maybe we should have controlled the game better. Maybe we'd have gone too defensive on the subs. But when you look at the injuries we got in midfield right now, the players that are missing, including Palmer, we don't really have the bench to change the midfielders the way the manager wanted to if Caicedo being booked. So I'm not really going to get onto him too much about the subs, because he could only really bring on who he brought on with what I saw on that bench with Lavia out, all these guys. So it's great to see Esteval again. You know, this kid is special, man. It's not an easy goal. He's taken touches for half of the length of the pitch. He's got Mitchell on his back. This guy's charging him down, trying to put him off in terms of that pressure, and he just never looked like miscontrolling or taking that heavy touch. You can never know what these wingers are going to do these days in this league. This guy just did what he needed to do. Clinical finish. The only thing he messed up was the knee slide. Do you know what I mean? The guy is special kid, special talent. And thank God, because with no Palmer and all the injuries and everything, he needs to be starting every game. I know people want to rotate or look after him, and nah, we're not good enough. We don't have the wingers to be rotating this guy. We don't have the wingers to be bringing this guy on with the last 20. He needs to be starting every single game right now. He's played Brazilian league. He's played in a physical league. He's played for the national team. Yes, he's 18, but he's ready to play a significant amount of our games. He can rest against Hull City, but apart from that, he needs to play. It has to be him and one other winger combination, not Garnacho and Neto together starting. None of this bullshit. It needs to be him and whoever else he picks. And João Pedro was good, got his goal, left foot strike. He's moving away from Gyökeres in terms of tables now. Me and Turkish have spoken about what tables we're sitting at and whatnot, which is nice. He's moving away. He's moving slowly. And Enzo's...
Tell him to come score at the Emirates in the second leg of the Carabao semi-final.
Listen. SAEED has given me the blueprint. So now that we're going, hopefully, Reece James will be there. Caicedo will be there. Maybe Palmer, who knows? You know, we'll have hopefully players that are not suspended and not injured and not.
Make sure they're not kicking shins, and they should be fine.
Yeah, I need everybody there. It's the final chapter, right? Turkish for us, and the previews and the intros. It's the final chapter. So I'm looking forward to things a little bit more. You know what I mean? Before I was not so much looking forward to it, but now I've seen something. SAEED has shown me the light at the end of the tunnel, or the tunnel at the end of the light. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, listen, I think the penalty is a bit harsh on Palace, but listen, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care. His hand was in the way of the goal, and the ball would have went in if he wasn't there. So it is what it is. It's harsh, but it is what it is. So yeah, we keep it moving. We got good fixtures coming up. We got I think West Ham next. We got Wolves coming up at home. I think we've got Leeds. We got good games, so we need to win all of them, and we need to win all of them, because after that it's a tough run. Yeah.
Cool. We will resume the Arsenal part next week. Obviously, Carabao Cup semi-final coming up. Champions League football for 5 of the 6 clubs here coming up. This week we'll be back on Thursday to discuss all and in between results, the last game week in the Champions League, see where everyone lands, and I assume the draw is this Friday, so we'll be back for that on Monday. Would you all take Messi on loan till the end of the season? Yeah.
I mean, it's Messi.
Yeah,
I would just do that just to get the shirt.
Tobes
doesn't have to play.
I don't think Tobes would.
Tobes, come talk about this. He's not even talking about this Santos performance as well from the weekend. He doesn't want to bring up Santos. Yo, Tobes.
Leave him, man. He's gone, man.
Toby. Santos. How do you think Santos played? How do you think Santos played this weekend? Was he good?
Yeah, but I don't really care.
Don't listen to this guy, man. Okay. Would you take Messi on loan?
Of course I would.
Okay, I just had to clarify that. Just make sure. The super chat.
Just making sure, brother.
He wanted Savinho.
Fam, get me off this show, man. Honestly, stay.
Are you just gonna start doing watching like at the end of the show?
Yeah, because I told you I need to sleep, and I've got work in the morning. I got gym. I got shit to do.
We saw you showing your biceps for like half an hour. We get it. You go gym, bro. We get it.
Man, I'm talking about Andre Santos, bro. It's midnight. I don't give a shit.
Did you see the way he stepped into the back three, bro? I need you to talk about Santos, the three at the back, the deep line playmaking, the tacticos, bro. Talk to me.
We're 27th of January. You gassed this guy to oblivion, and 27th of January. Now you're telling me
you think this is his first good
No,
performance?
I don't. I watched him against Burnley. He played well. I watched him. There was another game he played that you were gassing that.
That's a nice agenda you got there. He literally starts for you, walks into your team.
I don't have
cherish him and make a statue.
I don't have an agenda. I've just said I think he's a good prospect, but I'm saying the amount of gas you put on his name, and now it's
not my fault. I told you I got top midfielders, bro. What do you want me to do? I told you. I got a plethora of options, bro. I told you this. My midfield is slightly better than Man United's. I told you this.
Okay, cool. No worries. Enjoy your midfield, bro.
On that note, you should have said that. You know when you did that midfield thing, Batiste? You should have said that then, and you would have got away with it.
Yeah.
On that note, people, we'll leave it there. Big up Steve, SAEED, GRIZZ, TOBS, and Matisse. Individual channels are all in the description below. You should be subscribed, but listen, the numbers are saying you're not. So take a second out, subscribe, like, hype this video. Make sure you're subscribed here. Notification bell on. We are back on Thursday, people, but obviously enjoy the content that's just come out in the last 24 hours or so. Because, one of the few times we'll be losing for the rest of the season, that's for sure, people. So enjoy it while it lasts. Love you. See you soon.
Roll on
what?
We got him.
Roll on Saturday.
Shit, Leeds away. Oh, we're live. I can't even delete that. I can't even delete that last bit.
Yeah.